They destroyed everything he had, all that he loved, everything that he was. Now, crime has a new enemy, and justice has a brand new face.
I was afraid that you wouldn't want me anymore.
Of course I still want you.
The good news is that I know who's behind our little troubles of late. Finish it.
He has the power to look like any man.
These two are both sons of witches!
But he is unlike any man.
I gotta tell you something about me.
He's a cockroach. You think you're killing? And he pops up someplace else.
In the darkest hour,
Julie, who's the real monster here?
there's a light that shines on every human being. But one. From director Sam Raimi, Darkman.
And now, our feature presentation.
Well, old friend, we did it.
Did we?
We did.
What we do?
It's been 1 year. We only did 40 episodes. I could have figured we would have done like 100 by now, but hey.
Yeah, I know, right? Well,
40.
technically, wouldn't it be 52?
Yeah, you're right.
I smart.
You're right.
So smart, me.
Good job, Shark. But, ladies and gentlemen, actually, you know what? No. Can we sing the birthday song without getting sued?
I mean, is it not? What's that word called when public domain?
Yeah, I don't. I remember that asshole bought it, and now it wasn't public. But I think it is
Who
public.
bought it?
It was, dude. I don't know. I smoke so much.
Yeah, you do.
But yes, it is our birthday. Happy birthday to Cinema Villains.
Yay!
But we've been doing this for about a year now, and
yay!
we've grown older and wiser, and really surprised I haven't.
We've grown older. Yeah.
Yeah.
Older. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely older. Really surprised I hadn't strangled you yet, Jose.
Well, of course.
I'm really surprised you hadn't bashed my brains in, but yet here we are.
Yeah. Well, here we are. I'm happy.
40 episodes, even though technically it should be 52, but hey, who's counting?
Yeah, thanks. Snow.
And
apocalypse.
Yeah, snow apocalypse and all that.
Weekly breaks.
Hey, whoa now.
I know, I'm just saying.
Whoa now.
I'm just saying.
We're only human. We're only human.
Or are we?
Damn it, I couldn't even think of like anything I wanted to say except for, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is I, the hostess with the mostest, the fantabulous, the splendiferous, the most exquisite, Shaggy Black alongside me, Jose Durant.
Hey.
I was scrambling. I was scrambling.
I was like, am I going to be Westlake? Am I going to be Durant? What am I going to be?
Definitely going to be Durant. So, guys, gals, everybody in between, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Cinema Villains. We really appreciate you guys, and thank you for being here with us. If you've been here with us since episode 1, I'm not even going to question why. I'm not even going to question your loyalty. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much.
If you've been with us in the middle of the seasons or even now, join us. If you bought any shirts, any merch, you gave us 5 stars, you gave us 1 star, gave us a review, left a review, whatever. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much
for doing this. We're trying to do better every episode, every time, for content and everything else. We really do we love doing this.
We love it very much.
We love doing this, like seriously. And there was times we had a lot of listeners, and now we don't have a lot of listeners, and none of that really matters to us. We just want to get a microphone. We're just friends wanting to watch movies,
Yes.
and talk about them, and just laugh about them, and share that with you guys. And we definitely appreciate you taking the time out of your day to download us and listen to our stupidity for at least an hour and a half.
Yeah, sometimes more.
Sometimes more, depending
Sometimes
on.
less.
Yep, we definitely appreciate all of you. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We love you.
We love you so much.
And we're going to keep pumping these out until we can't no more.
That's right.
Speaking of which, since it is our birthday episode, I actually, we were wondering what we were going to cover.
Yes.
We were wondering what we were going to cover, but it was a movie that has a little bit of history between me and Jose, and we decided to cover a Sam Raimi classic. Or actually, is it underrated classic?
Is it underrated? Because I feel like it's a cult classic.
It is a cult classic. It is a cult classic. Because it's like, but you forget, people, when you think Sam Raimi and you think superhero movies, you think...
Oh, you think Spider-Man?
You think Spider-Man. That's not his first superhero movie. It's definitely this one.
Yes.
Because we'll go into trivia later, but...
Trivia.
This is... I would say it's underrated.
Okay, cool.
Because I don't think... I don't think dudes in their 20s or kids in their 20s even know about this.
No, they probably don't. They probably like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, like, what the fuck is this? Now, me and Jose know what this is.
Hell yeah.
And the reason why we picked it, normally people are wondering, we kind of just want to, this being our birthday episode, we kind of want to give you like some insides, inside baseball type of stuff we do for the show. Normally when we sit down and we discuss movies, when we first started, we had an idea.
There was an idea.
Actually, let's be real here. We've really, before we did this, before I actually moved to Austin, me and Jose, obviously this isn't me and Jose's first podcast together.
No.
We've done our tried and true baby, Villains Never Sleep.
Hell yeah. That was great. I miss y'all guys.
Yeah, miss y'all too. We did that, but then Jose reached out to me. It's like, bro, did you want to do a show? Do you remember that? Do you remember?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Vaguely.
Dude, we should do another show together.
Let's just do another show, a little side project.
Side project. I was like, what? Really? He's like, yeah.
Because we and Villains Never Sleep was going on still at the time, and I was like, hey, Shag, let's do a side project. I kind of...
Yeah, and we were like, yo, what the fuck should we do? And he was like, what about movies? And sure as shit, I'm like, fuck yeah, movies. Because me and Jose, that's when we know we fucked with, like, horror movies. Like, we've known that.
Yeah.
But then, like, after we did that episode, we kind of was like, no, we are about that shit. Because we were just joking around. I don't remember what we called it. What that episode was. And I don't even know if you have the copy of it. I know I didn't.
I think I have it somewhere on a hard drive or something.
Yeah, if you get it, I'm going to put that on.
That's hilarious.
And kind of like, if you find it, I want to like do something fun with it. But we got together. And one of the first things we did, it was kind of like episode 0 Cinema Villains almost.
Yeah.
We were just bullshitting, talking about pop culture. It was almost like a crossbreed between Cinema Villains, which is what we're doing now, and our previous show, Villains Never Sleep, which that was more of a pop culture.
Yeah, that was a pop culture. Let's just shoot the shit.
Yeah, shoot the shit with my buddies type of thing, and we brought that over here, but now we have more of like a guidance.
Yes.
Versus like everything's all over the place. Mm-hmm. And the first movie we talked about, or allegedly talked about, was Sam Raimi's Darkman.
That's right, because they were showing it on El Rey.
Yes, our beloved El Rey.
It was almost like a, what's that shit called when you a commentary? We were just watching it and talking about it.
Like some Mystery Science Theater shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were watching that, and I think I remember Jose caught me fucking laughing when my favorite part came up.
Oh yeah.
And Jose was laughing too, but I was laughing hysterically. Like, it's not all that funny when you go look at it, but it tickles me every time.
Yeah.
And that was like the beginning of like something that we know down the road we wanted to do, and Fast forward, damn near what, 5, 6 years? Yeah,
Something like that.
It was definitely about 5 because when I did that episode with you, I was back in my old apartment, not the one where I moved over to Riverside, Jacksonville. I was still in my old apartment, and yeah, it's about 5 years since we did that, and here we are. I'm in Texas. I'm in Austin, Texas, with my best buddy here.
Yay!
And now we're shooting the shit in front of each other, sitting on this couch like we did our first fucking episode.
Nice.
We sat here on this couch.
Yeah.
Watched Mortal Kombat.
Doop, doop, doop,
And
doop,
talked
doop,
about
doop.
it on the fucking Yeti mic.
On a Yeti mic. We didn't have no mixer yet. We had nothing.
Nothing. We didn't have separate mics. We were just kind of talking, and then like you could hear everything pick up in the background.
Yeah, because with a Yeti mic, if a fucking mouse farts in the background, it'll pick it up.
You can hear all that shit.
Yeah.
You can hear all that shit. It's crazy. And we're still doing it now. It was kind of funny. We started from the couch, went to the table. Now we're back on the couch.
Right.
Watching these movies. And we're enjoying it, man. And I'd be more than happy to keep pumping these out. Phrasing.
I know.
Pause.
I was like,
One of those. Pumping episodes out as much as we can, man.
Oh, yeah,
until
absolutely.
you're sick of me.
until fucking no one listens, then we're done.
Even then we'll
probably still do it.
We'll still do it. And we'll probably be like, all right, we're done. We're done. Even that, we just hang. It's just two friends that hang out and just watch movies together, man, and just remember the villains in these movies. That's all it is. And we like bringing that, and you guys fuck with us, so we like bringing that out to you. We definitely appreciate that, man. So like everything we do is mostly for y'all because y'all like it. It doesn't matter if we have 5 listeners or 500.
That's right.
We're here, man. So we're not going nowhere. Not for a while.
Not for a while. That is right.
Unless they catch me for my PPP loan. Oh, yeah.
Oh, goddamn.
No, I didn't do one of those. Anyway. But yeah, man, Darkman. Darkman, very special to us outside of us reviewing it for the first time. And now we're actually coming back and actually reviewing it.
Yeah.
Instead of us watching it and then talking about it.
And just laughing throughout the whole
You're laughing without even talking about it. Eventually, that's going to be the goal one day, though, to have like a live show.
Yeah, we want to do a commentary on a movie one day. We just don't know what. And
yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
I don't know if it's going to be on a Twitch or Discord or something. We'll think about it down the road, man. Like just kind of and just get that shit started and just kind of be like, yeah, because shout out to like Maximilian, dude.
Hell yeah,
because they just did that shit with aliens.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, dude, I would love to do that shit.
Yeah.
And like just kind of watch a fucking movie with whatever fans we have. Mm-hmm. Like that's gonna be something down the pipeline. Like definitely.
Yeah, that shit's amazing.
Yeah, definitely.
Like Max is watching Aliens. That's so fucking dope.
Yep, him and the
Yo Video Games crew.
Video Games crew and everything.
Shout out to them. We gotta get Max on the show. That's a dream.
Bro,
that's a dream guest.
Holy shit. Yes.
If we can get Max.
Shit, I'll take Kenny.
I know, right? I'd take any one of them, honestly, but if we get Max,
I don't know about Steve.
Yeah, Steve's kind of...
You know what? No. I fuck with Steve.
Yeah, but...
I fuck with Steve, but it's kind of like, yo, I'll box Steve. No, I'm kidding. I won't. Steve's dope. Steve's cool to me, man. I think he said something about Mortal Kombat. It fucking hurt me. I was like, God damn it. All right.
Did he? I thought he loves Mortal Kombat.
No, him and Kenny love Mortal Kombat, but it was like it was a recent video that he did.
Oh, okay.
And he said, so I think someone's going to piss us. No, Steve, I fucking agree with you. And then he just kept going. I was like, okay, I don't know what you're talking about.
Like, you had a good point, but you had a point, kept going.
But you kept going. You could have just stopped. I don't know why you fucking... whatever, man. But no, seriously. So, yeah, now we're just watching fucking Darkman. And Jose, did this movie still hold up?
Yeah, it still holds up.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude.
Maybe, some technical issues didn't hold up, but again, what can you expect from a movie from the 90s?
Yeah, it's
but other than that, it still holds up. It's still a good movie.
But see, and here's the funny thing: like, could you compare it to anything else? Because I'm thinking of other 90s movies that still hold up. Shit, Aliens looks better than this.
Yeah, but Aliens too.
I'm not gonna count Aliens because obviously Alien did so fucking well.
Yeah.
That Aliens 2 had a big.
Well, like a movie like Terminator looks better than this too, and that's.
But both of those are like, and then Alien, just like Alien and Terminator, those are made in like the fucking 80s.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like this one was made in like
literally 90. Yeah.
Turn of the century.
So
90s.
Filmed in the 80s, probably filmed in 89.
Yeah. Tail end of 89.
Yeah.
Wrapped up because this came out in August August 30th?
I don't remember, but yeah.
Yeah, August 30th of 1990.
Matter of fact, do you know what was the last movie of the 80s? The last movie released of the 80s.
Oh, shit.
A movie very proper to be released as the last movie of the 80s.
Like, we talking 89, right?
Yeah.
Shit. Not Batman. Batman did come out in 1989.
No, it wasn't that.
But it wasn't that.
No.
Fuck, man, you might got me stumped.
Tango and Cash.
Oh, no.
We gotta do that movie one day. That movie's great.
Yeah, Jesus.
Great, quotation marks.
Yeah,
Great.
just like, it's cheese. Let's just say that. It is cheese pizza of action movies. But, but with Darkman, and see, Darkman, not to be confused, because I know half of you motherfuckers already did it. When I say Darkman, I am not talking about Blank Man.
Oh, my God.
Cut that out right now. It is not Blank Man.
Fuck, I haven't seen Blank Man in a while, dude.
No, I quote it occasionally. Not like often, but there's times I'm like, J5! Nyeh.
I just remember that when he's, doesn't J5 break or something? He's like, nah.
Yeah.
I'll quote that every once in a while. I'll be like, yeah. Him like that little fake ass cry or that weird ass cry he does.
J5 takes all the fucking bombs and kind of falls down the stairs and fucking explodes.
Oh fuck, we gotta do Blank Man now too. God damn, we are just loading our fucking.
I mean, we have plays, but okay. So not to get tail end. So going back to this, we normally pick our we when we first started, we had like a list of movies that we wanted to cover in certain order, so at least we had something. Then life would hit us, and then we were realizing we didn't want to watch half them shits. Not saying that we didn't, because there are many movies on that list that we still need to watch.
Oh yeah.
But the problem is, we'll get there. Jose will either get off work late or just wake up from a nap or some shit like that, and just be like, "Bro, what are we watching?" I'm like, "We're supposed to be watching this," and that shit's 2 hours, bro. I don't know if I can do it.
Right.
And I'm like, that's when we started calling audibles. So now we'll have certain movies that we watch, like that we will watch, like guaranteed no stops.
Right.
But like if it's coming up on a week and everything, then we're kind of like, hey, what do you? It's mostly now it mostly goes like, hey brother, what are we watching? Fuck if I know. Like, what are we watching?
We'll just figure out something.
We'll just figure out something. It's like, yo, what's on TV? Fuck if I know. Like, what's on Shudder? Fuck, man. Let's whatever. And then we'll just scroll everything. It's like, oh yeah, let's fucking watch this, or let's watch that. Or if Jose, 9 times 10, if I can't figure something out to watch, damn it, because it's not gonna come from Jose. No, I'm not saying because think about it. Because 9 times 10, if you recommend a movie, you're trolling.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
Like, I know when you're trolling and I know when you're being serious. Like, I'll say that. Like, if we're trying to sit, but I know when you're kind of like, bro, I don't fucking know, bro. I don't know what I feel like watching. It's like, shit, because we're in the same boat now. Like, I'll sit there and I'm like, oh, shit, what? Normally, we pick our movies roughly around Thursday. Unless it's something we know we want to watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, we knew what we wanted to watch this time.
Yeah.
But like beforehand, we was like, dude, you know what you want on? So it's fuck no, man. I started looking at my collection, like, should we watch this? Matter of fact, do you still have the list?
Yeah.
Can you when you
of
get
course, horse.
Wait. No, sir, I don't like it.
Let's see.
All right. While he gets that list, because I'm gonna have him go over the movies that we actually did chronologically, or we did write down of these movies we're giving you inside baseball type of information here, people. Take that for what you will. This is our birthday. We're having some brewskis, tall boys to be exact.
Hell yeah, tall boys.
Jose is having his first Yingling.
Yeah, I finally had a Yingling, guys. They didn't have these in Texas. For all you, what is that from up north?
Yeah, it's
East Coast.
It's East Coast.
Okay, for all you East Coast listeners, we've never had this in Texas, so we finally got them, and I tried them, and they're not bad.
Yeah, we've had them in Florida, and it never dawned on me like they didn't exist.
Oh my God, this last movie on this list.
Oh Jesus!
Let's see, how many have we taken out? We after all the after the oh my god, I can't
Ooh,
talk.
Words.
All the movies on this list, we have only done 2.
Okay, what's the 2 we've done?
Now Darkman and Speed.
Okay.
So there
How
you
many
go.
left on that list?
Here you go. If you want, did you want to read off the list?
You want me to read off the
If
list?
you
I'd rather you read off the list.
Okay, so here we go.
Let's go. Okay, Jose, go ahead and read off the list of movies.
This is a list of movies we had. Like, oh, we're gonna totally do these this year.
Yep.
So, My Bloody Valentine, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, The Crow, The Thing, Darkman, which we scratch off now.
We just did.
The Quick and the Dead, RoboCop, Speed, we can cross that out.
Did that one.
Phantasm, The Running Man, Predator, The Beastmaster, Flash Gordon, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We cross off Bloodsport too. Yes,
Okay,
finally.
Bloodsport.
Yeah,
So that's 3.
the 3. Oh wait, no, Masters of the Universe. We took care of that finally. Street Fighter. And the live-action Fist of the North Star.
Oh no. So that's 18 movies.
Yeah.
3 of which we've already done.
Yeah.
So that's really 15 movies.
Yeah.
And we are nowhere near doing
No.
those. Like, these are movies on this list that we legitimately could be doing, and we kind of be like, yo, because again, another way we pick our movies, and I think I've explained, so from people who are around us and people who know, but you may not know this, is how we pick movies. We actually pick these movies based on 3 categories, like based on 3 factors, not categories, excuse me. 1, if I own it.
Yeah.
2, if Jose owns it. 3, is it streaming anywhere?
Yeah.
And I think more of the sense of it made is like, is it stream? We go from streaming first, Jose owning it, then me owning it.
Yeah.
And then if none of those apply, we ain't gonna be able to watch it.
Right.
Because sometimes we might not have the money or money's will be tied up into buying these movies to where we can't watch them or rent them. Like, I'm not renting a movie. I'd rather buy it. At
Right,
that point, 'cause
exactly.
these are movies that I'm gonna want to watch.
Yep.
Regardless if I hate them or not. But that's kind of how we do that. And like, I want to get better at it, but
Right.
like, it's all a part of the charm. Except like, now I get to hang out with you, but it's like, bro, we actually got a thing we need to be doing. Like, oh shit, okay,
Yeah. That's half the time. That's what happens. Me and Shag are just hanging out, enjoying the world.
yep.
Watching whatever, and then we're like, oh shit, we
need to fucking
we got to record, guy.
And we're like, oh fuck. Like, it's really become like, it used to become like, oh, we're friends. We were friends. Me and Jose have known each other for almost 10 years.
Yeah.
We definitely started off as and we met on Twitter like some internet friends, and we linked up, and it's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful life.
You guys heard this in the Godzilla vs Kong shit, so I'm not going to repeat that. But it's kind of grown from us. Like, Jose comes over, we watch a movie, and then he leaves. Now it's kind of like we bullshit, and then we fucking watch the movie.
Right.
And then it's like 3 a.m, and we're kind of gassed.
Yeah, we're like, oh no.
Like, you hear it. You hear it. Like, tonight we're not.
No, not
Tonight we're good. But like, these are things that we do, and we just kind of find these movies and find them like gems. Like, the last episode we did before this one was Masterminds, and that was a childhood favorite of mine, and some people never fucking heard of it. And
Yeah.
the numbers definitely show, but it is what it is. I'm not
Right.
looking at that. This one is just way more, just definitely we enjoyed this. I mean, we can jump on a Darkman, but did you have anything like over the year that we've been doing this that you wanted to bring up, or anything you want to let
I mean,
people
not
know?
really. I mean, you're nailing it pretty good. So yeah, pretty much that's how it went.
Yeah. I mean, we got plenty.
And we've done good. We've got the guest star on a couple podcasts.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Straight Chillin'. Shout out to Kai.
Yep.
We've done some good stuff.
We got some stuff coming down the pipeline.
That's right. We got some other guests.
Some other
coming
guests
on.
and stuff coming down, and
Yeah.
I really need to get off my ass and do that. There's no one to blame but me, because half of these guests are going to be on because of me. So it's kind of like, hey, Shag, what's going on? Like, oh!
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that we got to keep. There's a lot of people, a lot of episodes that we get doing. I promise you guys, we're either going to try and crank it out. Well, the way our schedule looks, I'd be very fucking surprised if we get one
Right.
this year. Everything's got to be scheduled for next year. It's looking like.
Right. I feel like we got to get one in particular. because of a certain movie that comes out at the end of the year.
Yeah.
We probably should knock out that movie that
Yeah.
he picked
Yeah.
without spoiling nothing for the crowd.
Yeah.
or the audience. But yeah.
Yeah, I gotta talk to them.
Yeah.
I gotta talk to them. But yeah, we're definitely gonna be doing. We got a lot of things cooking in the pipeline here, guys. We got some more shirts coming. I still gotta. There's a lot of shit I gotta do. Holy mother. But it will get done before the year ends.
Yeah.
But when it comes to guests, we definitely gonna have that, and these gonna be guest episodes coming down the line, and we're gonna be looking forward to that, guys. And we can't wait to help you. We can't wait for you guys to experience this with us and grow along with us. We definitely 40 episodes in, you guys have stuck in and listening to us bicker and banter about fucking what you thought was a horror podcast, but it's more like a movie. But we went back to our roots because this is technically what we're watching. This is kind of horror elements, but
Yeah.
Again, from the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of Jose's heart, thank you guys so much for being with us for the first year, and many more after that.
That's right.
Now, let's get to Darkman.
Let's do it.
Oh, there you are.
Oh no. Oh hell.
Oh shit, that was not from Darkman.
That wasn't. That was from something else equally dark. No.
Just as dark, but not Darkman. But speaking of this, okay, Jose, how did you come in line of watching Darkman as a youth?
I don't.
You don't remember?
I know this had to be. I think this was a staple on HBO.
Yes.
So I think.
Oh
that's
my
how I,
God!
That's how
Yes.
that's
yes.
how I saw it.
Yes.
And of course, it's technically like a superhero.
Yes.
A dark ass superhero,
Yes.
no pun intended, but technically a superhero. So young, what is this, 90?
Mm-hmm.
So young 5-year-old Jose fucking just loved this shit.
Yep.
Yeah, not a problem. Yeah,
Bro.
that's basically how it went.
Bro. I'm going to say I probably saw this in 91.
Yeah, probably, because this came out in 90 in the theaters. So 91,
and then
yeah.
probably HBO.
HBO gets it normally like
90,
a year.
90
Especially back in the day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm going to say 91, 92. A young Shag would see this, and when my parents would let me watch this movie, which was insane because like it was rated R and a lot of curse words are in it and everything else. But my mom didn't know no better. She thought it was like Batman.
Exactly.
So she like definitely let me watch that. But it's kind of, but this movie has like everything because like. The star of this movie is fucking Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
Mr. Taken himself.
That's right. So I will find you. I'll hunt you down and I'll kill you.
Yep. And it's one of his bigger roles that he had.
It's like his first action role, I believe.
Yeah, his first action role and everything else. And it's kind of like you see his acting chops and everything. Mm-hmm. And like he's like young Liam Neeson in this. Like super young. Like bright face, like bright eyes and bushy tailed and everything. Liam Neeson and shit's crazy. But like one of the reasons why I love this movie is because it's kind of edgy.
Yeah.
But the music. It's fucking the music. The score was done by legendary Danny Elfman.
Yeah, and it slaps. It's you hear
it's still fucking.
You hear the Danny Elfisms.
Yes,
I guess you could say, but it's like, great.
Boom, 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 like shit like that.
Exactly.
Like the music, man. If you guys know anything about me, I'm all about camera work and I'm all about music. Music especially, but like, man. When you get Danny Elfman on your shit, you getting him on your shit. He's putting it down. Mm-hmm. He is putting it down, dude. You can't. There's no taking away from that. This shit's crazy. And then I liked how the way it looked. It really, like, it was weird, but it also gave me like Batman vibes.
Yeah, well, for obvious reasons.
Yeah, for huge reasons,
Yeah.
but like. It's just looking at, and then the character was kind of well done. Oh, the makeup effects. Holy mother, dude. Yes, man. When you see Darkman's face when it's like taking off the bandages.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Man, like it's so well done. Like it really holds. It still holds up and everything, and it's crazy to see, and it's crazy to me that this movie or series wasn't popular To the point to where I'm really shocked that this movie hasn't tried to be. Now, this is something that Sam Raimi owns.
Yeah.
This was his character he created via a short story.
Yeah.
And this is him. And I would, shit, man, to this day, I would go up to Sam Raimi and be like, yo, man, I got a script for Darkman. I would like to reboot it.
Yeah.
And he's going to look at me like, how the fuck did you get in my office?
Get the hell out.
Be
Be
like-
Shaggy. Just like Jazzy Jeff.
He's like, just right out the
Out of
fucking
there.
window. But my screenplay's still in his office. He's like, And I'm just like, yo, we can bring Darkman back and it can still be something that you have, only it could be fucking like, it's kind of modern. It's more modern.
Yeah.
It kind of makes a little bit more sense, but way more modern. Probably more violent.
Yeah.
Because Darkman's supposed to be unhinged, who's trying to contain his rage. There's no reason to have him contain his rage, like in certain parts. I need more of that rage.
You need some brutal shit. You know,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. I need some like thugs walking down the alley, and he like fucking rages out and just like Psycho Gorman just rips their fucking heads off
Yeah,
and some
just
shit.
fucking bone snapping.
Like this is a character who goes through it but gets somewhat superpowers.
Yeah.
Like what did I say? I said he was like Captain America and Batman fused.
Yeah.
If he was burned, like he was a burn victim. Like that is how that shit works out. And the movie still kind of it slaps still. Green screen be damned, but like
Right.
But it's still fucking good. It's still good, and it's a good time, man. It's just turn that some bitch on, and you kind of be like, wow, holy shit, like Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
I almost said Leslie Nielsen.
The rest is so. God, I need Darkman with Leslie Nielsen. Now.
Oh my
Fuck it.
god, you'd have had that and had the slapstick, all that. You'd have had all that shit,
Oh
man.
yeah, that shit would have been crazy.
Sheesh. But yeah, this definitely wasn't like an HBO special, like HBO and either TBS or TNT special,
Right.
Because this shit was on. That's
Yeah.
the only reason. I want to say that or USA. It was one of those.
Right. Might have been USA. I know USA.
Like showing those repeat after repeat after repeat.
Right.
And I'm like, I love every minute of this. Like
Yeah.
this is amazing.
Because if I'm right, the sequels were straight up like HBO originals.
Well, the third one was straight to video.
Yeah. So the second one, I swore they were both straight to video.
I don't know if the second one was. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't know if the second one was, but like now you're making me look that up. Darkman 2, The Return of Durant. Yeah, it was a direct to video.
Okay.
It was direct to video
Yeah.
as well. So both 1 and 2, both 2 and 3 were direct to video sequels. And I remember seeing those sequels. And for the longest time, I would confuse 2 with 1 because how the fuck is Durant not the bad guy in this?
Yeah.
Like that, like Jose looking at me like, dude, yeah, he was the muscle. I'm like, how? He was the most memorable thing.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Outside of Darkman himself, he was the most memorable goddamn thing.
Yep.
And yet, it wasn't. So, like, this movie has 2 villains, but realistically, it has 1. Let's
Right.
just...
We're gonna give it to 1.
Yeah, we're going to give it the 1. Like, I'm not going to acknowledge that fake one. So, the original villain, green screen. No, I'm kidding.
Man.
Nah, man. It is Robert G. Durant.
The name is Robert G. Durant.
Yep. And I actually have Villains Wiki.
Villains Wiki.
Yeah, this definitely, we highly recommend watching this movie.
Yeah, this is a
If
high
you-
recommend for both of us.
So you may like and one thing we didn't touch on before we go into it a little further. This is Sam Raimi. When people think Sam Raimi, they think when they think Sam Raimi superhero movie, they think
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Off rip.
Yep.
Spider-Man 2 especially, right? This was his first
Yeah.
superhero movie. This was like right after he did Evil Dead.
Yep. Evil Dead 2.
You're right.
Yeah.
Right after he did Evil Dead 2, he wanted to do a superhero movie, and he couldn't get his hands on Batman or The Shadow of fucking reasons.
Shout out to Alec Baldwin.
Yeah. I really don't want to do that movie, but I'm gonna have to.
Oh yeah.
He didn't get either one of those projects, so he wrote his own superhero
Yeah.
with villain ties, and he based it off of more like the Universal monsters, like the Mummy,
Yeah.
especially the Mummy,
Right.
Dracula undertones, and then he also had but he was also like Phantom of the Opera, especially Phantom of the Opera. It's pretty much what this is, in a sense, but Universal saw it and they read the screenplay and they loved it and they just gave him the money to do it.
Yeah. Like, come on, buddy, we can do this.
And they put it out, and it wasn't, I ain't going to say critical success, but we'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there. Flop or bop. We'll get there.
Yeah, but back to what Shaggy says. You see the blueprints for Spider-Man all in this movie.
All over that movie.
You're just
bro.
like, okay, I totally see how he went on to direct Spider-Man.
All over,
Yeah.
bro. All fucking over, bro. Like, you see the stuff he did in Evil Dead.
Yeah.
It makes appearance in this movie. This movie is Raimi as fuck.
Yeah, his
And
Raimi-esque camera zoom in and shit like
Yep.
that he loves to use.
the slapstick.
Yeah, slapstick as well.
The other shit, and then obviously his brother and a wild Bruce Campbell.
Exactly.
So
yep,
it ain't
totally
a-
Sam Raimi.
It ain't a fucking Sam Raimi movie if his brother or Bruce ain't in it.
Yeah.
And he also had those. Sam Raimi has a weird way about him, not personally, but in his movies, he's gonna do some wild ass close up,
Yeah.
like where it's kind of like where it's
The camera
running at
just zooms
you.
in, yeah.
Now, granted, I don't think he would do that now. I mean, he has.
I always see Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange is coming.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange is coming. But I'm trying to think, what was the last movie Sam Raimi has done?
Was it Drag Me to Hell?
That was 2010, but I want to say he did some other projects since then.
Oh,
Dude,
man,
no,
that's a
we gotta
good
look that
question.
up.
I'm looking it up.
Okay. While you do that, I will open Vin's Wiki right here. But yeah, man, like Sam Raimi has a way about him. Drag Me to Hell is 2010. We got to do that one too, because boy.
That is a movie.
That is what I said earlier. That is cinema.
That's hilarious.
Cinema.
I hate when they just give all his movies. I'm trying to see his movies as a director.
Yeah, that shit, man. Like I'm telling you, dog, like the shit to me is the funniest thing.
So the last movie he directed was Oz the Great and Powerful.
Wasn't that the Disney movie?
I don't know. It has James Franco.
Yeah,
Mila Kunis.
yeah. That was his last movie, and that movie didn't do too hot.
I don't even remember that. So yeah,
I remember the movie.
yeah, but that was his last movie. Before we get Doctor Strange dose.
Yeah, we're gonna get Doctor Strange. That'll be his next one, and we're gonna see a lot of those Sam Raimi-isms.
We'll see. Hopefully.
Yeah, the little run up, close up that he does on you, like. I don't know. He does that in Evil Dead. He did that in this one. It's a lot of that stuff in there. If you like Sam Raimi a lot and you haven't seen Darkman, you need to stop what you're doing and turn that on. It is available to stream on Peacock, NBC streaming platform. At the time of this recording, it is streaming on Peacock for free.
Yeah, there you go.
So you can actually watch that, and I think all three of them are on there. I'm not 100%
Okay.
sure, but I know Darkman 1 is. That being said, let's go ahead and look at our contestant, Mr. Robert G. Durant, who was played by a Mr.
Larry Drake.
Larry Drake. Good old Larry Drake.
A lot of kids know him as Dr. Giggles, but I, however, know him as Durant.
Yeah. Wait, Dr. Giggles.
Do you not remember Dr. Giggles? He was like a crazy doctor that was killing people, like a slasher movie.
Oh yeah. I was like, why does that name sound familiar? You see my eyes and they were scrambling. I was like,
Yeah.
wait, what the fuck?
The one part I remember about that movie is you think he's about to kill his kid, but then he sees the kid is playing Dr. Mario. So he's all like, "Oh, you're cool, kid," and he just walks
He's
off.
like, He's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
He's kind of just slouches back down. Okay, this is actually full on. They got him in the comics and everything, man. This is dope. They even have his I think I know what the bump is gonna be.
Oh, okay.
If not the opening for this trailer, but it's like his line. Now let's consider my points one by one.
Oh yeah.
1, I try not to let my anger get the better of me. 2, I don't always succeed. And 3, I've got 7 more points.
Yep.
As he's clipping off Mr. Eddie Black's fingers.
That's right.
But we kind of cut that off. Also, spoiler alert, we will be spoiling this old-ass movie. So please, please, if you have any intention of watching this, go ahead and pause.
Go watch it.
Go
Go
watch
watch it. It's worth your time. I
Pause
promise.
us. Go ahead and go watch it.
It's a little dated, but it's still worth
very
your time.
it's still it's still dated. You get to see fucking you get to see our man Liam in a different role than you ever seen him before, and then come back and listen to us. We'll wait.
We will wait.
And assuming that you've already pressed play, now let's go back to it. Robert G. Durant is a ruthless, sadistic mob boss and the head of his own criminal organization. Served as a secondary antagonist of the first film and the main protagonist in the second. We will only be talking about the first film tonight. He is portrayed by Larry Drake in all of his appearances. They don't really have a breakdown of him. They just because everything is in like everything is kind of like in like paragraphs.
Yeah.
But he did succeed in the 1993 comic. I've got his personality. Durant's personality consists of a sadistic, sociopathic, and cynical, almost emotionless behavior. He greatly enjoys killing and torturing people, in which he treats with a cynical, business-like attitude. He seems to lack the ability to feel emotion other than anger or greed. He is extremely paranoid and ill-tempered that he'll kill his own men on the mere suggestion if they make the slightest blunder. The motives to his actions are mainly greed. He is ambitious to the point to where his personal, sadistic ways are used in obtaining his goals. Durant's modus operandi is to sever the fingers of his victims with his golden cigar trimmer, in which he collects and keeps them in a box as trophies. Now, here's some trivia that I'm just only going to read off because it's popped off. Now, did you know about any of this?
Possibly.
Were you going to read that?
I do not know. But you can go. Go for
sure?
it. Yeah, no, go for
I
it.
don't want to step on your toes.
No, you're good. Go for it, bro.
Word. Trivia for this. Durant's finger fetish derived from Sam Raimi wanting Durant to have a specific trademark, a possible hint at a military background. Oh, yeah, and let me see what else. Nah, okay, I'm not going to read those last two. Oh, wait, holy shit, no, I will read this one.
Yeah, go for it.
When David Brinkman threatened to use, I think this is from the second movie, but I'm just going to read this off. When David Brinkman threatened to use Durant and his henchmen with a laser, Durant made a sarcastic remark that Brinkman was like a regular Luke Skywalker. Ironically, Larry Drake went to voice Jedi Master Kazan Paradis in the 2008 video game Star Wars The Force Unleashed.
Damn.
That's hilarious.
Right.
Let me scroll up. Powers and abilities. A criminal mastermind of genius-level intellect, Durant was a highly skilled planner and organizer who was able to maintain the various underworld network that ran through his organization. Durant also employs his personal crew of enforcers who can easily be labeled as violence-crazed losers, preferably those with brutality and weak wills so that he can control them easier and manipulate them for his own benefit. Durant is also known to be an expert sharpshooter, as shown during the shootout that transpired during Eddie Black's meeting. He was able to dispatch Eddie's men with a single bullet despite them being in moving vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
So this motherfucker was like me playing fucking oh shit. I had a gun game and I lost it. I can't even make the joke. I am ashamed.
Womp, womp, womp.
Virtual Cop.
Ah, shit. Okay.
There we go. All right, sweet. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Virtual Cop.
Dated reference.
Oh, yeah.
Oh fuck! House of the Dead was right there.
Oh, you. Nope, too late. You lost it. You said Virtual Cop. Womp womp womp.
Just hit him with the synopsis. Just hit him with
sad
the
synopsis today. Let's go synopsis for Darkman, 1990. A brilliant scientist left for dead returns to exact revenge on the people who burned him alive. There you go, Shag. Straight to the point.
Yep, gotta love those. Darkman, 1990. It is labeled as an action horror. Would you agree with that, Jose?
I mean, there's
action, yes.
action definitely, but horror.
It has a hint.
I
of
feel
horror.
like they only say horror because Sam Raimi directed it.
I can see that.
That's all he
I
directed.
can see that. But if you look at like the breakdowns of stuff that was happening,
Yeah.
He was definitely using like madness and like horror elements into that,
Right.
but not like the way we know it. All right, let's get into this. This movie came out on August 24th in 1990 in America. The music was done by Danny Elfman. Of course, the director was Sam Raimi. The cast is starring Mr. Liam Neeson as Darkman and Mr. Peyton...
Westlake?
Yeah, Peyton Westlake. Larry Drakes played Robert G. Durant. Frances McNormand was Julie Hastings. Colin Friels was Louis Strack Jr., which is the actual bad guy.
But
we're not going to talk about it. Ted Raimi makes a pop-up as Rick. Jesse Lawrence Ferguson plays Eddie Black. Nelson Machida plays Yakito. Raphael H. Robledo played Rudy Guzman. Nicholas Worth was Paulie. Dan Hicks was Skip. And we get our Bruce Campbell appearance
as
Final Shimp.
Final form, Darkman. Final what?
Final Shimp.
Okay, sure.
Sure, guy. Sure, Jan. Sure. Okay, Jose. Time to play our first.
I wonder why Bruce Campbell wasn't Darkman in the sequels. Is it because of direct-to-video?
I don't know.
Bruce Campbell's like, I'm better than direct-to-video. Goddamn it!
Come on, no,
I'm not A+ actor, but I'm better than direct-to-video.
You could have
goddamn
did,
it.
but it was. I don't even think Sam Raimi did those.
You're right. I don't think he did. Probably produced, but
if he did do them, he probably would have got Bruce.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Actually, so we're not loud and wrong. So seriously, so we're not loud and wrong. Who directed? Yeah, he did not do it. Bradford May did part 2, and then Darkman 3 was.
Was he a producer a bit or anything?
It doesn't show, but I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah.
Let me scroll down.
Yeah, I don't even think he was.
Nah, I don't like. It's not showing him. And like I said, it's not really. It is what it is.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But But Jose, let's not fret. Before we dive into the movie, it's time to play our lovely game of Flop or Bop.
Flopper, bop, bop.
Or is it Bop or Flop? No,
Flop
it's Bop.
it.
It's Bop. It's
Flop
Bop.
it.
It's Bop and Flop. Bop or Flop. All right, Jose. This movie came out in 1990. August 24th, 1990.
Okay.
It had a budget. It took me a minute to try to find the budget, but it had a budget. Universal gave Sam Raimi $16 million
Okay.
to make this movie.
Okay.
You want to name if it was a bop or a flop first, or you want to take a guess at what the amount was?
Yeah, because I don't know if I don't want to say it was a flop, but I will say it didn't make that much. I mean, I think it made enough to warrant direct-to-video sequels.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna say this movie made about. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna say between 25 and 30 million.
Damn. Okay, you sure with that?
Yes.
You good?
Yes.
Okay. You going bop or flop with this, or you kind of in between?
So I'm not that big a bop.
Okay.
Put it like that.
All right. Small bop.
Small bop.
Kids bop.
Kids bop. There you go.
All right. Word. The movie's budget was 16 milli.
Right.
The box office numbers Jose, almost so close. $33.8 million.
Oh shit! Okay, so it made more than 30.
Yeah.
So is that? Yeah, that's double.
It made half its money
Yeah, okay.
back, and during that time, because originally they said that this movie was originally I had to find out Sam Raimi was giving anywhere between $8 to $12 million to do this movie, but then Universal came on set and then they told him they gave him $16 million because of the helicopter scene.
Yeah.
And it made 33 in the box. It made $33 million in the box office.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, all right, you know, and it did enough. I can understand why you're kind of conflicted if it was a flop or a bop, but it was right there. It made just enough.
Right.
Just enough. Just enough. But yeah, man, I'm glad it actually made the money it did.
Right?
Honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Shout out to you, Darkman.
I need more. But let's dive right into that story. Which is actually that I actually just hit play on the movie.
Right.
So the movie begins. Our movie starts pretty much. We get our first glimpse. This is one of those things about this that I'm gonna once I kind of start the opening, I want to go into a little bit.
Yeah.
But the movie starts with we're in a warehouse where we see Mr. Eddie Black, who is a local gangster.
Yeah.
And is like fun fact. I used to role play, like RPG, like just tabletop RPGs and like internet RPGs and shit. Well, my name was Eddie Black, but I spelled it Eddy Black.
Yeah.
I still to this day when I play hockey or some shit because my first and last name isn't in the games. I would make him into Eddie Black.
Yeah.
So where'd I get Eddie Black from? Two things: him. It was also a combination of, but the spelling definitely changed when I started playing Tekken with Eddie Gordo.
There you go.
So, but yeah.
You would use Eddie Gordo.
Shut the fuck up. Anywho, we see Eddie Black and his crew saying like, yeah, he's not gonna get shook down. Durant can come in here, whatever he's on, but we got something for him. Durant pulls up with his men. You see Durant with the haircut of a 90s teenager. Like, I don't understand.
Yes, Gohan's haircut from the fucking Frieza saga.
Oh, my God.
Damn
yes,
near.
the bowl, like, damn near the fucking.
bowl cut,
Here's an
yeah.
adult. How do you have an adult. How do you have an adult bowl cut? I'll never understand.
Yeah, keep in mind, he's like with 6 dudes. That's it. Including himself. Eddie Black has like a legit army. Like there was like 30 guys surrounding
Yeah,
Durant.
like Eddie Black had like a group of dudes. Like
Yeah.
like you could have swore when those dudes came out to greet, quote unquote, greet Durant and his men on the outside. It was like looking at a Royal Rumble poster from the early 90s.
Exactly.
Because all the men were coming out. And then there's only like 5 of them. And they high key get mollywopped. Like you see, it's a nice little action scene, and Durant is going with the little thing I said earlier, but he's taking his cigar trimmer and cutting off Eddie Black's fingers, making his point, and then we cut because you hear screams. We cut and we see a fucking one of the most dopest fucking title cards. Like I wish people do this more. Like that's
Yeah, it's like a little what do you call them? Opening credits, like a opening crawl. Like
Yeah,
a lot of
opening
movies
crawl.
don't do that.
not a lot of movies do that, and then it's kind of like the even the logo where it's like Darkman, but the A.
Yeah, well, it shows
has
all the
this little
people in the
fucking
movie.
silhouette. Yeah.
I think I'm trying to think of the last movies I've seen with one. Black Widow had one, surprisingly enough, and Godzilla vs Kong had one. You know, just when like the movie stops. And like, here's an intro with everyone in the movies. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, and it's kind of like doing that right here, and it's kind of like a dark. This is kind of be like, but you hear the music, and it definitely feels like fucking Batman, and you can't help it. But it just what kind of time you're in for.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing I wanted to point out before we jump into the movie even further. This movie's about Darkman, right?
That's right.
Why are we getting introduced to Durant first?
Because he's the best thing about this movie.
Debatable, but yes.
Okay, yeah.
I'll give you that. Because Like, honestly,
Because we have to establish Durant is a.
yeah, I mean, we
ruthless
could, but let me honestly ask you this: could you take that opening and move that anywhere else in the movie?
No, I don't. Well, you could. I think you could, but you have to establish that Durant is. I guess, like I said.
No, and that's you perfect.
Yeah,
It's perfect.
you have to
right?
establish how much of a badass Durant is.
Like, yeah, but for this movie, like I said, they treat him like he's the number one bad guy, and he's not.
Yeah,
That's like my only gripe.
I think because we'll get into it later. It's supposed
Yeah.
to be a twist,
It's not.
but it's not really.
What kind of twist is that?
Yeah, it's not that good. It's not
Like a
that good.
touch
really.
of lime.
Yeah.
It just tastes like lime. There's
Yeah.
no touch.
Exactly.
Fuck, man. Like, I have no I have no problem with the opening.
Yeah.
It was something that I realized. I'm like, huh.
Yeah, I think, like I said, to establish.
Yeah, it's character building.
Yeah.
It's character building, which I get. But, like, I don't know if I would have opened with how they're opening now when we get after the opening credits, man. We get we get Liam Neeson.
Westlake.
We get Dr. Westlake in his office,
With his
in his
assistants.
lab with his assistant, and he is a scientist who is trying to create
Some type of synthetic skin.
Yeah, synthetic skin for burn victims.
Yeah.
But the problem is every time they're super close, but every time they create one, the skin only lasts for 99 minutes in light.
And then it just melts. Well, they don't know
They don't know it's light yet. I'm sorry, but
just 99 minutes and it begins to
and it
dissolve.
just starts to dissolve. Like it's saying lab, right? It's like why doesn't liquid skin last? And it just fucking just oozes. It just melts.
Yeah.
Right? And they're trying to figure that out. And kind of like, yo, we can't figure this out. And he's like, we know what it is, but we'll figure something out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we can feel it. He's like, we're getting close. I can taste it.
I can tell you,
He's like, I can almost taste it. It's kind of a funny scene. It just, again, Sam Raimi-isms, because you get to like a little cut.
Yeah.
Sam Raimi loves his little kind of cuts too. What do you call them? Not cuts, but
fadeaways?
yeah, fadeaway, screen transitions.
Yeah, screen transitions.
Yeah.
Screen transitions.
He loves those.
And he does those like he's like, I don't care how long it takes, Yakido. I know it's waiting out there for us. Oh, I can feel it. God, I can almost taste it. And it just fucking just and then it's just gone.
Fades to him and his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Julie.
Yeah.
That's what I have to say.
Julie.
Yeah.
And the crazy shit about this is like I'm looking at this and it's like, does he live in his lab?
It looks like he lives in his lab. Yeah, it looks like he has an apartment upstairs or something.
Yeah, like here's my lab and here's my house. So it's like, okay, like, and that's kind of like a dope setup.
Yeah, because that'd be dope. I'd save a whole lot of money.
You know the funny thing is, I've had many times to look at apartments that I'm above, like restaurants or something like that.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I almost moved to the Domain
Oh, okay.
when I actually thought about moving out there because like I looked at how much it was. I looked at how much I can afford that. I can afford that, but I just never did, and I just stayed here. So you know what I'm saying?
We'd have been in some trouble. We'd live in the Domain.
Oh my God!
You live in the Domain.
I'd have
We'd have
died.
been in some trouble.
I'd have died. Fucking died.
Death. Fucking One Punch Man, big screen, death.
Death.
That's all you see.
Dog, it'd have been bad.
Right, exactly.
But yeah, so like, but that was my thing though. Like that, it just the understanding about it. Like just the wipe. You see with the camera wipes and he comes back in. Now he's with his girlfriend. But now, when they're in their building and they're just talking.
Yeah, he's saying, "Did you fix your skin?" He's like, "We still can't get it past 99."
And
She's like, you'll get it. Don't worry.
Yeah, and they have there's character building. That's all
Yeah,
that is.
it's just to show you they're in love.
Yeah, to show you they're in love and their relationship matters. She wakes up in the morning
to a phone call
and sees this paperwork that shows that her boss, or
is that her boss?
I think that's her client.
Or is she a lawyer? I don't know what the heck. I know she's a lawyer.
I think she's a lawyer, but I think that's for his client.
Okay.
I think that's her client.
Okay.
And she's a part of. I think he's a lawyer for her. Let's just say She's a lawyer for him. I apologize.
Yeah, because I'm like, are you a criminal lawyer? Are you the DEA? Or you know, something?
She's
What
not
are
that.
you?
She's not that at all because they're
Yeah.
linked.
Okay, yeah, because I never understood that. But yeah, she gets papers like Shaq says, and basically like, yo, this guy is paying off like,
Some random
like
dude.
like real estate type shit. You
Yeah,
know,
like
shady stuff.
Like this looks shady as hell. And then she has the paperwork, but she leaves like, I believe he puts the coffee cup on the page and it leaves like a coffee ring.
Yeah, but she leaves it there anyway because she didn't take it with her.
She didn't take it with her. She was just like, all right.
And she goes to the dude's office, which is our real villain / whatever was his name.
Dude.
Not Tony Stark, something like that. We got.
Yeah, we make fucking fun of him. Oh my God.
Anyway, this asshole,
Yeah.
he's like, and she's like, hey, this, because she's like, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm confront him about it.
I'll talk to him about it. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. And he straight up says like, yeah, I'm paying off someone.
He's like, wait, what? And she's like,
yeah,
that's a fucking crime.
She's like, yeah, it's business these days. You gotta do it like that.
And
he's like, if I don't, someone else will. And she's like, cool. He's like, have you heard of a man called Robert Durant? She's like, yes, he's like a big drug dealer type person.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, and real estate.
in real estate, if I don't do it, he will, and you don't want that.
Yeah, he's like, where do you have these papers? So I say you just give me the papers. And
Actually, because he was like, just go to the bathroom, go to the powder room, do what you got to do.
Leave the
Just
papers on the table.
leave your briefcase, and whatever happens,
Yeah, they're just.
It's my responsibility.
It'll disappear.
my
And she's like, I
responsibility.
can't do
don't have
that.
it here. Yeah, she's like, I can't do that because I don't
She's
have
like,
it.
he's like, I'm trying to protect you because, like I said, Robert Durant won't be as nice as me or something like that. Along those lines. Something along those lines.
And then we get like that weird cutoff.
Yeah, another transition.
We get another cutoff, and then
We're back to Wesley and
Yakito.
yeah, is his name Wesley? Westlake, I know.
Westlake.
Yeah.
But his first name. Oh my God, we are horrible.
We are horrible. Anyway, Westlake, that's all I know him as. Westlake and Yakito, they're working on synthetic skin again. The lights go out, and right before Yakito goes to like, hey, I'll jumpstart the generator, he's like, wait. They're lasting past 99 minutes.
He's like, wait, what's the time? And he told him, it's 100 minutes. He's like, wait, what? And they kind of just started figuring that shit out. Like, he's like, wait, because it's the light.
Yeah, and they discover the light. Something about the light causes it to
It's science.
dissolve. Yeah, science. Light causes it to dissolve quicker. So they say like, we got a piece of the puzzle. We got to figure out how to keep this. What is it about the dark?
Yeah, what is
That'll
it about
allow
the dark?
Yeah, he's all dramatic with it. He's like, what mysteries do the dark hold?
Yeah,
I'm
something.
like, damn, my guy, calm down. And then right after that, we get Robert Durant's goons come in and proceed to beat the shit out of this
Dog,
man.
not even saying a word, just beating the shit out of him.
Yeah, because he's like, who are you? And then just boop, that's all you see.
Like not even like, who are you? They just turn around, pat,
Yeah, they just
punch.
Yeah, they are just fucking whooping this dude's ass.
And he sat there and he's like, and you see like Liam's character, like you see Westlake or Liam Neeson's character getting his ass whooped, like very badly, and you see Durant going like, hey, how you doing? We need those papers.
Yeah, we need the Miranda or some shit. I forgot what they're called.
And
like, we need those. He's like, I don't know what the hell y'all talking about.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Because I don't think he knew.
No, he didn't know.
His friend left it there. Yeah,
he didn't. I don't even think he knew what it was.
Yeah.
Otherwise, oh yeah, here. Because now I'm thinking about it now, like, because it's obviously to show that Durant's like a bad guy, right? Because this, like, all of this is fucking unnecessary.
Yeah.
Because he's like, hey, we work with your girl. She left some papers behind. Do you know where they are? And he says, because he could easily just lie and say, hey, you know where they are. He could have been like, I actually don't. But why was she, that just asking other questions. But he didn't know. He didn't even know what they looked like. And then, like, obviously they think he's lying, so they just beat the shit out of him. Mm-hmm. But then you see him after they kind of like whoop his ass, they take his ass over to this.
Well, first they kill his homeboy.
Yeah, they kill the fucking I'm
They
forgetting.
kill his,
They kill Yakudo, man. Like they Yakudo actually. What the crazy shit is, Yakudo actually reflexes. Like when they come up to attack him, they had with a gun. He fucking slaps that shit like ninja slaps that shit out of his hands. And he's like, oh wait, I don't know. That's all I know. And then he gets hit in the head with a bottle, and they wrap that motherfucker up.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh man. Wow. Okay. That was a first. That was
How
a big first.
unprofessional of you, Shag.
That is. It is.
Shaggington Blackwell, how dare you?
I'm sorry. That never happens to me.
Well, 1 out of 3.
Shut up, man. Anyway, so yeah, they kill Yakudo because they actually they're threatening him. They're saying, hey, tell us what the papers are, or your assistant gets it.
Yeah, and he's like, no, he's just an assistant. He don't know nothing. Let him breathe.
Let him breathe. It's like, you heard the man. Let him breathe.
Like, give him ventilation. So, Ted Raimi?
Ted fucking Raimi
Shoots this motherfucker in the head.
He's like, oh, ventilation. He's like taking the gun. He's like, oh, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? And just like, pep. Oh, wow, okay.
Like, I just killed a man.
Yeah, and they fucking shit that, and then then they grab him
and throw him to this liquid.
Like, hey, there's a liquid. I'm gonna say where he based the skin out of and everything else, and it's like 2 little fucking electrical towers on that shit.
Frankenstein shit.
Yeah, he grabs it, and you fucking see. Oh my god, the practical effects on this, man.
This is like he electrocutes the fuck out of his hands.
Yes, his hands are fucking being melted, burnt to a fucking crisp.
Real Evil Dead 2 vibes out of that scene because his hands just like almost claymation,
damn near claymation burns and shit, and it's just like, yo, it's so bad.
And then they dip his head in the liquid and it burns his face up pretty good.
Yeah, looking like Freddy Krueger.
And here you go, Shag.
Oh my god.
So what Shaggy is yelling at after what he's laughing his ass off about is so basically they get the papers and Durant's like, cut off the doctor's fingers and let's go. Durant leaves a lighter next to some gas, some like flammable gas.
They turn on the gas in the room,
and he has like a little bird minute timer thing.
One of those bird.
The thing Homer Simpson used to type Y when he was
any key.
Yeah. Anyway, that thing. So he gets to it, like he doesn't get to the bird in time. The bird sets off the lighter. We get Shaggy's favorite scene in the movie where motherfucker explodes out the building on fire, just like a rocket, just like
and he's you know why it's so funny to me, Jose? It's the fucking yell.
Yeah.
That he has with his arms kind of just like he doesn't know what to do with his fucking arms. And it's like, and he's fucking going through the air.
Yeah, because most people wail, I guess, when you see them fall or fly out.
Like you was like, or not even say anything, or you just, dog, it's just like you see the fire and you see that motherfucker just coming out of it like a fucking comet.
And then he falls in the water.
Woo! Front flips in that bitch.
Pretty much, his girlfriend comes and she's just like sad. We get this weird like transition where she's staring shocked into the fire, and then transitions. She's at the funeral with the same face.
Yeah, like same face and the green screen.
Yeah,
this is like one of the first bad green screens.
Yeah, the green screen did not age well in this movie.
Not at all, bro.
Especially when you're watching this shit in 4K. Like, nah, fam, this ain't it.
This ain't it, bro.
This was great probably in 35 and on CRT TVs.
Yeah, bro.
But boy, not now.
No,
so we go to a hospital where Darkman's being held.
Yep.
Or Darkman, excuse me, Westlake.
Where Westlake's being held.
They don't know who he is. He's essentially a John Doe because, his hands were burned, so no fingerprints. Apparently, he had no medical records. I guess he never been to the dentist in his life.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm like, how do you not? But you're not going to take out the man's teeth.
But that's how you do it, don't you? That's like a last ditch effort. Does he have dental records?
But not when not when he's dead. Like not if he's alive, because he's technically alive. He's not dead.
That's weird to me. I don't know.
I mean, look, if anyone's listening to the show and you're like in the medical industry, please let us know.
Yeah, if you find a John Doe, how does that work to identify him?
I mean, yeah, to try to do that because it's like he didn't have any priors or anything. But what they're doing now is like they're like you see him all strapped up to this contraption. The doctor who is teaching patients, on this, let them know that they typically get they get a lot of the homeless they get a lot of the homeless in here. Is like, they're kind of like, and this one's in bad condition. But what we did was we severed a nerve in his brain that allows him to feel pain.
Yeah. Because apparently he would have been in so much pain from all these burns.
From all the burns, like 40% of his body.
Yeah, he wouldn't have been able to take it.
So they snipped that nerve, and now he can't feel pain. And then, but then she says, well, that also does a couple other things For one, it messes with his psyche.
Yeah, it heightens his emotions.
It heightens his emotions, which means that everything is like super, like everything, like, because you can't, the sense of feeling is so high that that it ramps up everything else.
Yeah, so when he's sad, he is depressed.
Yes.
And when he's angry, he is in a fucking rage.
He's the fucking Hulk.
Yeah.
So, and then she's like, on the flip side of that, there's another thing that is done. It's also upped his strength.
Yeah.
It was also upped his strength to that of, like, I didn't think.
Yeah, because so much adrenaline is just running through his body unchecked now.
Yeah.
Or something like that, she said.
She's like, his strength is like double. That's the reason why they put him down in restraints.
Yeah.
Obviously, they leave the room. He wakes up, and then he's gone. Like,
yeah, he's out the bed thing.
He broke out of restraints. You even see like the little thing, and you see like the Sam Raimi-isms of like when his rage clicks on.
Yeah.
And it's like
you get this weird edit.
You get this weird ass edit, like things on fire, his mind, and you see
just
visions. The funny fucking vision is you see fucking Liam Neeson's head on like a little fucking tiny puppet body.
Yeah.
And he's fucking dancing and shit.
Yeah.
Like he's fucking like a clown.
Like he's now a jester or some shit.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm like, what? That never.
I never got it. Yeah.
That never made sense to me, like ever. I'm like, what are we doing?
Right.
But anyway,
but fast forward, he's out in the rain. He goes up. He finds Julie because I guess he goes to her apartment.
Yeah, he just kind of walks because it's kind of like he's waking up from like a coma. No telling how long he was in it.
Right.
But he sees Julie, and he remembers her, and then he walks up to her, touches her. Julie's like treating that motherfucker as like he's a leper.
Yeah, because his voice is still fucking raspy, so she didn't understand him.
Yeah, and he's like dressed in nothing but like, burns. Like, actually his trench coat, his trademark trench coat, his fucking the
mummy-esque bandage face.
Yeah, bandages. He looks like a fucking dirty fucking mummy. And now he's like in the rain just bruised and defeated, and then he just kind of collects himself and he doesn't know what's going on. He's like, why is Julie not talking to me? He doesn't know anything. So, Mans sleeps in the alley. Yeah, he sleeps.
He sleeps in like an alley.
Yeah, he sleeps in the alley.
He had a cardboard box covering him, but it gets blown away.
Yeah, it gets blown away, and then he's like, all right,
this sucks.
Yeah, it's kind of to the point to where it's kind of like our origin. Like, he's down and out, and then he's starting to think. He's like, what am I going to do? He you start seeing, and of course we're getting more Raimi shit because of how the cameras are like, and how he's like looking at everything in the psyche. He sees that drain, and then he kind of like, I'm losing my mind.
Yeah. He goes to his workplace.
Yeah, his workplace, his house.
Yeah,
whatever.
Workplace house.
Yeah, his lab
apartment.
House.
Yeah,
his lab house.
Yeah, so he grabs whatever equipment is still good, grabs a picture of himself and of Julie. And he finds like some weird chemical place. I don't know what. Hideout.
So he's like scouring. So he's definitely kind of like got the shopping cart and like looking like a homeless person, just walking around and shit. And then he finds a building that's fucking condemned.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny. It's like, okay, he found a condemned building, and the lock. Jose pointed out to me when we were watching the movie. He's like, look at this lock, man.
Like, they didn't even bother to lock it.
This motherfucker just like, just like super condemned. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention, like, he doesn't know what he looks like either. So when he's in his lab, in his burnt-up lab, he
removes his bandages finally.
He takes like a broken piece of glass and just removes his bandage, and then sees his face, and he's like, and he fucking freaks out.
He's like, no.
Like Darth Vader, no.
I needed a scene like the Joker, like, mirror.
Yeah, that would have been great.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that. But yeah, nah, like I said, he gets his hideout and he's like rebuilding his lab in the hideout. So he can he can work on getting his face back, but he also wants to work on getting revenge.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing you got trivia?
Oh, trivia we missed. Like earlier in the scene, remember I was like, is that Sam Raimi making a cameo as one of the doctors?
That's one of his brothers.
That's Ivan, his brother.
Ivan,
his other brother, who's actually a doctor.
Makes sense.
And like wrote parts of like most of the doctor scenes just to make sure everything is medically accurate.
Yep, that makes sense.
There you go. Yeah,
it makes sense because I almost brought that up myself, but like I didn't like again, trivia and shit. Your territory. I don't want to step on your toes. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't stepping your shoes.
Shut up, Jose. But yeah, he's just trying to rebuild everything back from the ground. He sees a cat, and it's just kind of like you kind of get he finds his bat cave.
Basically.
He finds his bat cave. And then he just built, once he kind of gets everything set up for his fucking bat cave, the revenge operation is on.
Yeah.
And pretty much
he's trying to reconstruct his face.
Yeah, he's trying to reconstruct his face.
But
like
the picture he used was burnt up. Like half of it was burnt up.
Yeah.
So he's all like, oh no. Then he figures, hey, just use the other half of my face to fix the other half. You know what I'm saying? Like essentially mirror your face or something.
Yeah.
And it said it will take. Hold on, I had the exact number. Because we were like, God damn.
We saw that fucking number. We were like, Jesus. Oh.
Like, why?
Like, man, good luck for you, bro.
Oh, man, now I can't find the number. I know it's going to come in a minute if I just wait.
Yeah, if we wait. I think it was 570-something hours.
Here we go.
You got it?
The facial reconstruction will take 571 hours, 57 minutes. This comes out to 23 days, 19 hours, and 57 minutes.
God damn, dude.
So like a month.
He he sat there for a month plotting because he couldn't do his own fucking face.
Yeah, so that was just his face, though.
Yeah.
So after that, we get a scene. I think his wife's at some gala.
Yeah, and that's not really his wife. That's his
girlfriend.
His girlfriend. He
wanted to marry her.
He wanted to marry her, and she wasn't like I ain't gonna say she wasn't hesitant, but she was just like, eh.
Yeah, because at first she's like, I don't know, but then like before like she got to the apartment when it blew up,
yeah,
she was like, marry me. Like she was like, yeah, let's go, let's do it. So yeah, they're at like some gala, some ball.
Yeah, for the main bad guy.
Yeah, he's having a ball, I guess.
Not Durant.
Not Durant, other asshole.
Yeah, the other guy who we don't care for.
Yeah, he's there having a ball. He goes up to her like, hey, I'm sorry for what happened.
Yep.
He's like, do you still have those papers? I just need to know. And she's like, no, someone else made the decision to get rid of them when they blew up my boyfriend's apartment with him in it. She's like, I really don't want to talk about it. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry that happened. He's putting the moves on her.
Of course.
And fucking, of course, creepy pants. No, I'm joking. But Darkman is in like the alley.
Yeah,
some window in the alley.
This is where you kind of get that. This is where we kind of get that Phantom of the Opera vibe.
Yeah,
because he's like watching. He's watching from afar, but then he notices.
Yeah.
Durant and Ricky.
Yeah, and he sees Ricky, and instantly
he just Raimi.
Yeah, he just rage mode again.
Yeah, he fucking goes into rage mode, and then like. Of course, fucking Ricky just walks out
by himself.
Now there was some trivia about that.
Oh yeah.
Not about him walking out himself, but when you see Durant and Ricky talking.
Hey Ricky, you're so icky.
You want me to tell you what that?
Go for that, bro.
All right, let me find that page. Here we go. Trivia throughout the film, and that mark especially, it was implied that Durant and Rick had an intimate relationship.
Yeah. Because even we pointed out, like, okay, so he's kind of gay for his own. Nothing wrong with that. But
like, no, hell no. It was just kind of like, it didn't.
It was just a like weird subplot that they never brought up again.
The way that they were treating, and then like it was kind of weird. It was kind of like, are you or not? It was like, kind of like, look at it like this, like the way he was like, hey man, I'm proud. He's like, you kind of look at like a little brother thing, but it was kind of like, no, it was a little bit more.
Yeah, because he was like, hey, would you like a martini?
Would you like a
martini?
And
he was like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. He was like, I'll get you a martini.
He's like, I'll get you one. And later on in the movie, skipping ahead a little bit, he's like, after Darkman kills Ricky, he fucking like one of his goons like ask another one of his goons, have you seen Ricky? He's like, Durant is looking for Ricky, and Durant likes Ricky.
Yep.
They say it just like that.
Yep. Just heavily implied.
Yeah.
But he fucking gets
Strack, there you go.
Stark Industries.
It really is if you take out the C and move the R. Yeah, but anyway.
But yeah, no, it's Strack. So Ricky's walking in the alley, I guess, for some odd reason.
Yeah.
Like nothing at all. Just he needs to get some fresh air, just whatever, I guess. Walks out in the alley. You see fucking Darkman drop in the background.
Yeah.
And at this point, he's starting to do Darkman shit. Drops in the background. Ricky's like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Kind of sneak around. And you kind of see, like, shadows of, like, motherfuckers running across screen. Mm-hmm. And I was telling Jose, I was like, that motherfucker ran like the devil in Futurama. Like,
right.
Just, like, running on the background. I'm going to play that episode tonight. And I'm going to, like, haunt myself because those fucking eyes. You know how I feel about fucking eyes, man. But anyway, fucking so he runs. So like, and he grabs Ricky and beats Ricky's ass, but grabs Ricky and starts interrogating him on some Batman shit in the sewer.
Right.
Needing to know everything about Durant.
Yeah, and Ricky sings like a canary. Yep. Tells them everything. Where they pick up their money, everything.
And he's sitting there going like, "Hey, you gotta believe me, right?" Like, yes.
He's like, but I'm gonna pretend like I don't.
And he grabs this motherfucker, shoves his head. So they're in the sewer, but he has it to where he is above. They open up a they open up a manhole and take the manhole lid off, and he fucking puts Ricky's head in the street. And then you get more Raimi shit.
Yeah.
You get more Raimi shit because it's like, but fast moving cars and shit zooming by him and or cars moving straight, like, just kind of moving. Like, if you see the scene, it's definitely how Raimi shoots shit. If you've seen Evil Dead, you see that. And I think he did in Spider-Man as well.
Yeah, I think so too.
And
then a big 18-wheeler comes that does not swerve. And you just hear
squish, and fucking Ricky's brain is all over the street.
Yep.
So,
and after that, we get a scene of Darkman just like taking photos.
Yep.
Of all the henchmen and Durant and everything. He sees where they go to exchange money.
Yep.
Or whatever it is they do. I don't know what exactly.
I think it's just kind of exchanging money so he can go to deposit, stuff like that. So it's while he's fucking talking to Ricky in the sewer, this is where we kind of get like the sight with his teeth, and you rarely got that earlier before.
Yeah.
And the teeth are kind of there, but it's kind of like you feel like it's skeleton type shit.
Yeah, because he doesn't have lips.
No, he doesn't have lips.
Which is funny because it's kind of a trivia. They point out like it's kind of a mistake because if you don't have lips, you can't pronounce
certain things
like F, P, V, like those letters you could not literally pronounce if you didn't have lips.
That makes sense.
But yeah, he's taking pictures of everyone. Then he sneaks up to old boy's Paulie's apartment. He makes a Paulie face.
Yeah, he gets Paulie shit, and he kind of just makes a face. He doesn't hear Paulie talk or anything, so he's not really talking.
Yeah.
But he makes Paulie's like face and shit and everything, and kind of falls out. And then like he sees what Paulie does every day when he picks up the money from the drops, and then like gets it and kind of heads out. He's like tailing Paulie. He gets to Paulie's apartment, hits that motherfucker with the chloroform.
Yeah.
Knocks this motherfucker out, and takes his place.
Mm-hmm.
He gets there, and this is Darkman as Paulie, sits there and fucking gets the money, but it's kind of like he doesn't know what to say because he doesn't want to talk because he doesn't know how Paulie sounds.
He never really heard him talk.
Yeah. So he's like shit. And they're kind of like, and the other guys are going like, what was
That's when he's like, have you seen Ricky?
It was like, have you seen Ricky? It's like, because Durant's looking for Ricky.
Yeah. He's like, mm-mm.
He's like, are you okay? He's like, yeah.
And he just gets up and leaves.
He's like, damn it, have you seen Ricky?
He's like, no.
And he kind of just like, well, here's the money.
Yeah.
If you see Ricky, let us know.
Yeah.
And he takes the money and
just
dips off.
Yeah.
But that's fucking Darkman with the money, so he's using that to fund his own shit.
Yeah.
And on top of that,
does he use that to fund his own
Yes.
shit? Like, what did he use that money for?
so he used the money to fund all of his so that's how
Because he had it before he had the money.
he had pieces.
Okay.
So
he got the rest with the money.
lore.
Okay.
The lore is when he took that money, he started kind of rebuilding. He took that money and kind of used it for himself.
Okay.
That's why you started seeing with like clothes and shit. And
Yeah. You get a weird, like, he's typing in a keyboard scene, but it's
yeah,
like
but it's
3D.
it's like
weird
3D. Like you see you see like one whole burnt hand and another fucking hand that's like fully, but it's kind of like still burnt on the other end because you see his wrist. It's super dope. It's dope to me.
Yeah.
It's super dope.
Well, back to Paulie's apartment. The real Paulie, he dressed Paulie up.
Yeah.
I guess why he's still knocked out from chloroform.
Yeah.
He's dressed up in a suit. He leaves a briefcase with full of packed clothes and 2 tickets, one for Ricky
And one for Paulie to Rio.
To Rio, yeah. And then that's when Durant and Guzman.
Guzman, and
I think it's just them two.
Yeah, I think it's just them. They come in, and he's like, "Oh, what's going on, boss?" And
He's like, "Oh shit, I must have overslept. I'm
I must have
sorry,
overslept."
I
He's like-
missed the drop."
He's like, "Yeah, why am I dressed like this?
He's like, "Where's the money? Where's the money, Paul?"
Where's the money, Paulie?"
He's like, "What are you talking about? I overslept. I didn't even go to the drop." And he's like, "Where's my money?"
Yep. And Paulie is just like fucking crying.
Yeah, he does not know what the fuck is going on.
He's like, "I don't know why am I dressed." He was like, "Why am I dressed in the suit? What's going on?" And he's
Yeah.
like, "I see what's going on." Fucking Durant picks up the 2 tickets, and he's like, Rio,
like first class.
first class. Good on you.
Yeah.
He's like, and then Paulie is fucking singing, like crying. He's like, "I don't know what's going on. I don't know whose that is. It's
He's
not
like,
mine.
"I promise that's not mine. I don't know what's
I don't
going
know
on."
what's going on." He's like, "You gotta believe me."
He's like, "I never picked up the money. I've been asleep this whole time."
And Durant looks at him. And he says, "Well, Paulie, enjoy your flight."
Yeah.
And sure as shit, tosses Paulie's big ass out of the fucking window, plop
Man,
on the
just- yeah,
fucking
just-
car, dead. And you see people are screaming and like pandemonium and shit. But then you got one lady who fucking realizes this and is screaming and shit. But then the camera turns and Paulie's sitting on that fucking stick and sitting on that goddamn chair.
Darkman
on the
Paulie.
fucking
Yep.
Dark Paulie.
Dark Paulie.
Sitting on the bench, and she turns around. She notices Dark Paulie, and then looked at real Paulie, and then starts to fucking scream.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh shit!" And
Everyone's
runs off.
like not paying attention to her. Yeah, because his timer starts going up.
Yeah,
His face could only last 99
and he splits.
minutes.
But the crazy shit to me, another fucking thing I want to mention that kind of irked me was, why was he sitting there? I understand if he wants to like look at his like kind of bask in his glory and shit.
Yeah.
But dude, do that shit like across in an alleyway where no
Yeah.
one can fucking see you, bro.
Exactly.
Like, don't sit.
It's like, how did you know he's going to throw you out the window?
Exactly,
Like, he could have just, like, hung that motherfucker in his closet or some shit.
bro. Like, he could have did something, or he could have shot his ass or something.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
It was weird, man. I didn't like it, but it's once again, it was kind of one of those things. But like I said, I still enjoyed the movie. But anyway, and he's running. He's running back to his warehouse.
Yeah.
And he gets back to the warehouse, and he realizes his mask is done.
Yeah, his face.
His
is
actual
recon-
fucking face is done.
It's been
So he's like,
reconstructed.
So he fucking takes the face, and he dresses up because, of course, like I said, he's got the money, went out and got a suit and everything because it's not what he was wearing. So he gets out there. Julie is actually visiting his grave, Westlake's gravesite, and he's like, "Hey, Julie, it's me." And she starts kind of freaking out. She's like, "What the fuck is going on?" She's like, "No, because you're dead." He's like, "No, no. I was in a coma. I was in the hospital. I'm alive. You got to believe me." And, she believed him, and then she was like, where have you been? I was literally in a coma. So she's like, I can understand doctors telling me that it's not good for you to see me while you're not in a coma.
Yeah.
While you're coming off of a
because
coma.
he's like, I got a lot to tell you. I promise I'll tell you everything. But, yeah, some shit has gone down, essentially. But, yeah, after that, doesn't his timer start going off or something?
No.
No?
Not this one.
Okay, it just cuts to another scene.
It just cuts to another scene.
Cuts to Durant, like, on the phone.
Yeah, cuts to Durant on the phone and
He's
shit.
like, will you put Rudy on the phone?
Yeah, put Rudy on the phone, asking for Guzman.
Yeah.
He's like putting Rudy on the phone and shit. So he's kind of like, okay.
You just hear, I guess, Rudy's roommate, someone like, hey man, there's some asshole asking for you.
Hey, there's some asshole asking for you, man. He's like, all right, shit. He's like, hello. He's like, sorry, Mr. Like, hey, don't talk.
Yeah, listen.
Just listen. And he's telling them, like, they say, hey, what's going on with this? Did we do that? Blah blah blah. You know,
Like,
plot.
nah, they haven't paid.
Like they haven't paid. Okay,
It's like because since Paulie took off with the money, you know, we're kind of short on funds.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, what about like Chinatown? Have they paid? He's like, no, not yet.
Not yet, but it's like, all right, we'll go down
They
there.
didn't want to pay, yeah.
Like we'll go down there and do. Oh my God!
Shag is messing up this episode. Shag is just full of fun.
Shut up.
Have you make sure you turn it off and then hit snooze this time?
I actually hit snooze. This is a different alarm. That was 2 different
Oh,
alarms.
okay.
And I forgot because my shit is still set like I'm at work. But today's not a work day. So
Hey, holidays.
but anyway,
celebrate holidays.
Anyway, they you know, and all right. So now we get another caper because now, like he's spying on Durant.
And you know he's recording him.
And he's recording. This is Robert G. Durant.
Yeah.
And he said something.
He says because Durant said, yes, that'll be fine.
Yes, that'll be fine. This is Robert G. Durant. And
You know, he's like memorizing how to talk like Durant.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, he's making a Durant mask. And next thing you know, we see like a camera feed from like a convenience store
Well, he's robbing.
that he just robs. He pulls out a gun on the clerk. And he's like, what did he say? He's like, buddy, I don't want to harm, buddy.
I don't want to harm.
I'm not your buddy. You know, he said, buddy's not my name or something like that.
The name is Robert G. Durant. As he looks into the camera.
Into the camera.
And just says it. And then, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, he fucking has, like, I forgot the fucking breakdown.
Oh, yeah.
That he had when he successfully took the money because he couldn't get the skin shit to work. And he's like using his strength and just having a good old freak out because he's like he thinks the cat is laughing at him and he's like fucking losing his shit. Like,
yeah.
And it just showing how fucking unhinged he is. And it's like how unhinged and just because when he gets called a freak, because that's how he thinks of himself.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not normal. I'm a freak and everything. I'm like, I died and everything else. And then I forget that.
You see, I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal.
God damn it. This is one of those things, too, where we get to see the makeup more in effect.
Yeah.
Except, you know, you see the bandages over the makeup, but you see, like, the skin, like, where the skin is, like, fucking melting, and it's nothing but, like...
Yeah, you see, like, the meat, the muscle in his face.
You see muscle and bone, and it's, like, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good.
Absolutely.
But anyway, back to the point at hand. So he's in there with fucking Durant. He's in there so it was Dark Durant.
Yeah.
Doing the stick up, and then he moves over, and like next thing you know, you see the cops pull up to Durant's house. He's like, "Yes, this is Robert G. Durant,"
and they just
handcuff.
He's like,
he's
what
been
the
taking
fuck?
that, and then he meets them up in China, and Dark Durant meets them up in Chinatown to go collect the money, and then we get a whole fucking like whole little
weird
mob.
Scene,
like
yeah.
it's not really weird. It's just more exponential shit that we don't need.
Yeah.
Because I guess it's supposed to knock down the time.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like and it's only funny because he only knows how to say like 3 things.
Yeah.
His name, yes, that's fine, and then like something else. And like he's with Guzman, and Guzman's like, hey, and they looking like they're about to get jumped.
And Guzman's kind of suspecting something because
Guzman's kind of like looking and kind of
what
like,
the hell's wrong? Because he's always fucking with his face.
yeah, he's like, why are you
Because it's
doing
technically
that?
a mask. Yeah.
He's like, why are you doing that? And just kind of like fucking with it and everything else. And then next thing you know, he he fucks around and like we get probably one of my favorite fucking scenes outside of the explosion.
Yeah.
Which is like the guy who they're trying to shake down tells them we don't have the money.
Yeah.
So
basically, I will pay you when I see you. I will pay you when I pay you.
Hey, when I get it, you'll get it.
Yeah.
Right? Dark Durant sits there, not knowing what to do, walks over to his chair, sits down in that dude's chair, takes out a cigar. He's like, and he looks at him. He's like, you're gonna give me this money by the time I finish the cigar. Mm-hmm. And he takes the cigar, and I swear to God, I still think that it was a fucking mistake. But he takes his cigar trimmer, clips it to where it's all the way down.
Yeah.
Like, it's only like a nub of a cigar. That cigar is probably about like maybe, I'm going to say about 4 inches long, 5 inches long. And he cuts it down to 3. And then fucking like smokes it. And he's like, you got to, like, by the time I finish the cigar, it's already a fucking nub. So it's like 3-4 drags on that, it's done.
Yeah. And
fucking what is an intimidation tactic. He takes the match that he lit his cigar with, and fucking puts it under his hand, and it doesn't work. Now that's cheating, because Darkman can't feel pain.
Yes.
So he can't feel none of that.
Nope.
And I don't want to call them a triad. That's kind of fucking racist.
Yeah,
but the group looks at him like, oh my God, okay, Bob, you got it. And they're gonna pay him.
Yeah.
He gets the money. Robert gets Durant, the OG Durant, gets busted out from by his lawyer. And
it's like, man, they literally got you on camera. It's like, what can I do? He's yelling at him.
Like, that's not me. It's right there.
Yeah.
They caught you on 4K, my guy.
Yeah.
Like, what can we do?
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm getting it. You figure it out. He gets to Chinatown.
Yeah.
Drives to Chinatown in a taxi. Gets there. And this is where the Durants, one Durant's coming in, Dark Durant's coming out. And then, like, they kind of lock eyes. They're like, oh, no. It's like, shit, there's 2 of them. Guzman's like,
yeah, because first he finds out he rolls up on the limo to old boy.
Yep.
He's like, what the hell is Guzman? What are y'all doing? Like, shit, he was with you.
He was
what
with
the
you.
hell are you talking about?
Like, y'all were just inside. What are y'all doing? And he's
Yeah.
going, and they walk in, and it's kind of like, well, what the fuck?
Yeah, because he walks past Guzman, and Guzman's like, what the hell? Guzman, what are you doing? And he's like, what? Guzman's confused like a motherfucker.
Like, what are you doing? Like,
and then that's when they, it's like one of those revolving doors.
yeah, that's when they get stuck in the revolving door and shit. And it's just kind of like, oh, fuck.
Yeah,
it's just kind of like, and then you get like a little, you kind of get
like, ay, Dios mío.
He did do that.
Yeah, and he's all like, they're like, shoot him. No, shoot him.
Shoot him. And they kind of playing that game of like fucking Looney Tunes shit. Like, shoot him. No, shoot him.
I'm the real Durant.
No, I'm Durant.
Yeah.
No, I'm Dirty Dan.
Exactly. They're doing that shit.
And then Durant and everything is fighting, and then like the Dark Durant puts the regular Durant on the ground.
Yeah.
And I forget what he says to Guzman, but then right as he says it, his face starts to fucking.
I think he's like, clearly I'm the real Durant. I have the briefcase. Or something like that. He's something like that. He's like, shoot him, but then his face starts to
bubble. He's like, oh, and he's like, fuck, and he just started,
he whacks Guzman with the damn briefcase.
He
and
fucking
takes off.
backhand smacks Guzman with the fucking briefcase and hauls ass.
Yeah, he hauls ass out of there.
And they got robbed twice. So he got robbed twice, and they come chasing that motherfucker down, trying to shoot him. They can't get him. It's embarrassing for all parties involved. So they got robbed again. And this time, he takes that money and takes Julie to a carnival.
Yeah.
Now, this is also.
Does he not leave his face on the ground?
The face melts.
They're
kind of like, ugh.
What the hell?
Yeah, that face kind of just, like, he rips the face off, and it kind of just, like, they're like, ugh.
Yeah.
So it just kind of just, like, it just starts to melt. But, yeah, he takes that money. He takes some of that money and takes Julie out for carnival. Yeah. Because he's trying to rekindle that relationship and everything. And then we get another good scene. Mm-hmm. Where we get the breakdown. I know you like that scene.
Yeah, I like to see it. Always cracked me up as a kid. So he plays like one of those games where you throw a baseball, you got knocked over the little.
Yep, carny shit.
Yeah, carny milk. I always called them milk bottles. They were milk bottles.
Yeah, they were like
OG milk jugs.
Yeah, OG milk jugs.
Yeah, so he knocks him down. He's like, yeah, and he's all like, you were past the line. Sorry. He's like, no, I wasn't. I was back here with my girlfriend. What are they talking about initially though? They're talking about
They are. What were they talking about?
Well, they're not talking about his face. Like, he needs to. I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
But yeah, but that happens. He's like. Well, first he's like, was there anyone else? Please tell me. I got to know. She's like, yeah, but it meant nothing. He was just trying to make me feel better. Mm-hmm. Like that. And he's like, okay.
Oh, boy. Not Tony Stark.
Yeah, damn, I forgot his name again.
Forgot already.
Yeah, but anyway, non-important real villain.
Yeah, fuck him.
But yeah, as he's at the baseball game, the Carney's like, "Nah, you were over the line." He's like, "No, I wasn't, man. I was back here with my girlfriend. I want that pink elephant."
Yeah, he wants that pink elephant.
That's all I remember, the pink elephant. And he's like, "Nah, man, sorry. It's not how it works."
And he starts to fucking rage.
Yeah. What does he say? He says something that pisses him off.
Calls him a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
He
And
fucking
he's
starts
like,
to rage.
He gets the rage. You see the edits.
The edits and the
You see
skull
all type
and the
of shit,
fucking
yeah.
fire and shit. He takes Buddy's Buddy's like kind of poking him in his
Yeah.
fingers. He takes his fingers
And just
bends
bends the
them
motherfucker's
shits back to where the fingernails are actually touching the knuckles.
Yeah.
It's like he crushed them bitches. He's like, ah!
Throws him through the goddamn wall.
Throws him to the wall, and he's like, he
grabs the elephant.
and he gives it to Julie. He's like, no. She's like, no.
He's like, "Take the fucking elephant."
Take the fucking elephant. And that's when his face starts to fucking boil.
Bubble.
He's
He's
like,
like,
oh no.
I'm so sorry. He just runs away, wailing his arm. It's kind of funny. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
he's
lie.
like wailing.
And she's
shit.
like, "Wait, what? Wait, come back, Westlake."
And she starts to chase him
And she chases him essentially to his little back
to his fucking cave.
because she's like, "Where did he go?" But then you see him still wailing his arms.
Yeah,
like,
it's like you see smoke coming
yeah,
from.
because he's extra emotional due to the nerve.
Yep, due to the
being-
nerves,
yeah.
like due to the fucking emotions and shit. And then like he fucking gets in the building, and then she finds her. She's like, oh my god, is she like he's trying to, she gets in and he's hiding from her
Yeah.
because he doesn't want her to see him like this,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just like she's like, oh my god, it's okay, I love you, and it's kind of like I don't fucking know about any of that, but that's when they figure out, because she
goes back to old boy. Yeah,
she goes back to old boy and says that he's alive,
Yeah.
and then he's like,
I can't see you anymore. She's like, "Okay, I have to take a phone call real quick. I'll be right back."
and he fucking tells Durant.
Well, no, that's
No.
when he goes literally to make a phone call, but then she notices those papers.
Yep.
That
That has the coffee ring on it.
Which I'm like, I asked Shag, why don't you destroy that shit? Why would that shit would have been destroyed?
Yeah, I would have fucking took that shit out already.
That shit would have been burnt. You might as well have left it in the building. I don't get it. If you were gonna blow the whole fucking thing up, but
I don't think they were gonna blow. I don't think they knew that they were gonna blow the building up.
No, okay.
And so he was like, "Yeah,
They
you
just-
lied."
they just went
I
with
think it was like you lied to me, so now I gotta kill you extra. Mm-hmm. So
Yeah, but
because
anyway,
all they told him was just get the fucking papers.
yeah, she sees the papers and old boy sneaks up behind her. And like, yes, those are those papers.
Now our relationship is kind of
That puts
kinda
a big strain on our relationship.
it's kind of ruined.
So
So
she's like, so I guess you'll kill me too now. He's like, no, you kill me too, like you killed Westlake. And he's like, well, I didn't kill him.
I didn't
He's
kill
like,
him.
I have a partner who does that stuff for me.
yeah, I was like, somebody else does that shit. I don't get my hands dirty.
Yeah.
He's like, but I'm not gonna kill you.
He's like, look what I'm building. He's obsessed with building the future.
Yep, and he opens up his fucking his fucking hidden wall that shows up his fucking buildings that he's trying to build, and it's
Yeah.
kind of like, okay,
Yeah, this will all be mine. I'm like, okay, I guess, sure.
yeah,
It's like, just be by my side. She's like, no, I gotta go. She's like, okay, then this is goodbye.
yeah, and then fucking like Durant.
That's when he's like, bring Durant. He calls the secretary. He's like, tell Robert to come in.
Yep, and it's kind of like we get kind of like.
We get the evil monologue. He's like, I got good news and bad news. He's
Yeah,
like,
we
I'll
get-
take the bad news.
Yeah, we get to the evil monologue, like we'll like, and you know, just evil shit. Like that dude's not interesting, and it's crazy
No, it's
because
not.
Durant is like the more interesting character in this.
Yeah.
But once again, this is where I got part 2 and part 1 confused because I swore up and down Durant was the main villain.
He might as well be, but he wasn't.
Yeah, but he wasn't. He doesn't get that until the second fucking
Yeah.
movie, and I'm just like, fuck, man. So then, excuse me. Then we get our pretty much get our climax.
Yeah.
Julie leads them to
the
the-
Westlake's Darkman's hideout.
Darkman's hideout. They start shoot. They take they snatch Julie
Yeah,
up.
they come out of nowhere.
As soon as he comes out, as soon as he kind of shows his face, they snag up Julie and then they just start shooting.
yeah.
And
So he escapes to the roof because he's trying to chase the car that she's in.
yeah, he's trying to chase the car and shit that he's in.
And here comes Durant on a helicopter
Durant with a fucking
with a
helicopter and a gun.
fucking grenade launcher.
Just a fucking boom.
The biggest grenade. That motherfucker had like 20 grenades in that.
Bro,
son
like
bitch.
the motherfucker just kept going, and I'm just like, bro,
yeah.
what? I'm like,
Yeah,
hey, man.
boom,
He's like, yo,
boom.
fuck it. Thum, 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 boom.
Yeah, I think
boom,
of the grenade
boom,
launcher
boom.
the Terminator had, but like more hoes in this motherfucker.
Like them bitches were smaller and compact.
Yeah.
Like
He's
just boom.
dunk, dunk.
Like thump, thump, thump.
And so we get shenanigans. Darkman is disguising himself as random people, taking a. We get my favorite shot, which is this weird shot of Darkman falling from the ceiling.
Yeah, like
And
falling right on
someone-
Guzman.
Yeah,
He was like, fucking.
just
He puts a mask
he
on.
puts two masks.
Puts two masks on Guzman, and he fucking one of the henchmen knocks. Oh, it was Smiley.
Yeah.
Knocks fucking Guzman to the ground.
Takes off the mask. It's a mask of Westlake.
It's a mask of Westlake, and he's like, no, no, no. And you can kind of hear Guzman saying, don't shoot, don't shoot.
Yeah,
But
'cause
he's moving.
And he just bop, 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 bop,
He fucking
lights
just
him up.
lights his ass up.
and
then
takes
he
off that mask and
takes
realizes
off-
it was Guzman.
It was Guzman. He's like, shit. But then fucking Westlake pops up. Darkman pops up looking like Smiley. Like, yes.
It's like, hey, good shooting.
Good shooting. Like, it
Just
was
laughing
like
like-
he might as well would have said, yes, the shit.
Yeah. I was like, why don't you shoot him now?
He's like, 'cause I
'cause
think
clearly, yeah.
I think what happened was, I'm with you on that, but I think the problem was he looked at him and he was like so freaked out. I was like, I am looking at me and holy
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, that would freak you the fuck out.
like, what the fuck is, what the, and then he just like, and then,
What the hell is that? No.
well, exactly, knocked his ass out, and then
He beats the fuck out of him. No, he beats
he
the
beats
shit
the
out of
shit out. He's like, you have been a naughty, no, beating the fuck out of Smiley.
Yeah.
To the point to where he beats Smiley beats Smiley up and puts
beats that man to sleep and just
put Smiley in the same little problem, in the same shit that he had when he got blown up.
with the little bird,
with
and
the bird and-
gas and the lighter.
Yeah, like with the gas and the lighter, and then Smiley says, "Oh fuck!"
He
and
actually gets up and like
he gets up and tries to run to take the shit out, and he kind of waves it. He's like, "Oh, it's a projection.
yeah, it's like a hologram.
It's a hologram. Fucking just like."
And he's still doing it. I'm like, at that point, I'm like, clearly that's not it, my guy. You should go look for the real one.
yeah, he's like, but there's still shit in the room. He turns around, he's like, "Yeah, okay." Is this? He said, "Wait." He just turns around, and there's the one over at Crow. He's like, "Ah, shit." Boom, and you kind of hear him yell
Yeah, like,
as the shit explodes. And I swear to God,
The
if I-
random fact, all those yells were Bruce Campbell.
nice.
Just random doing yells for random people in that movie.
If he did
ADR yelled
if he did old boys yell, if he did fucking Liam Neeson's yell,
in the beginning.
that makes so
Yeah.
much sense because it's just like, fucking flying through the air. But no, I swear, I promise you, if he would have fucking flown, if I'd have seen like a fucking body just fly out that window, I'd have fucking peed, man.
Oh man,
Not even gonna lie.
should have happened. Then we
Oh
could
my
have
God.
got Nega Darkman.
Like
that's his
Nega
evil
Darkman.
version.
What you say?
No, goddamn shit.
I did it too late.
You really did. You should be like, who?
Like who? What man?
No, but anyway, after that, Durant comes back on the helicopter and he grabs like a fucking rope.
Yeah.
That's a
With the fucking like hook on it.
Yeah.
And we get our fucking scene of like just
He throws one of the henchmen off the goddamn
Yep.
helicopter.
And then like he fucking like, and this is where Darkman is on like the side of the helicopter trying to get to Durant, and he pulls off his mask to reveal Darkman's actual true face.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh my God, and they start fighting, but then he fucking punches Darkman. Darkman falls off, but hangs on to the little fucking little rope that has the fucking hook on it. And he's like hanging up on there, and then like Durant's looking at him, he's like, we can't shake him. Fuck it, we're gonna put that motherfucker in traffic. And then you get more Raimi-isms because
Yeah.
it's slapstick. If you've seen,
Yeah, because he slams it through a building, and I'm like, okay, Shaq, one or two
oh
things
my
should have happened
God,
right here.
that makes no sense.
I was like, one, this cable should have broke,
Yep.
or two, this helicopter should have fucking just crashed.
It's like they swung him into the building, but the camera shot didn't even show you that they swung him and momentum into the
Yeah.
building because it looked like they were heading straight for it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it looked like.
And he fucking crashed through that building, and it's kind of like, wait, what? Glass window, like, and he popped in. He's like, my bad.
Yeah, he's like, oh, sorry, everybody. Oh, like getting taken away.
Gets pulled off, and then they put him in traffic and
Yeah,
shit
like
again.
I told Shaq, this is Sammyism. This
Yep.
is Evil Dead
Sammy
2,
shit.
like slapsticky. Oh, because he's
fucking-
like getting hit by cars. Like, oh,
Yeah, getting hit by cars and the fucking legs.
Yeah, he's, like,
The
running
fucking-
on top of, like,
running on
semis,
top
like,
of semis
oh.
and shit, and it's crazy.
Yeah, this is some fucking Bruce Campbell slapstick shit.
Yeah,
going
crazy shit. And then
And then basically after a while, he grabs a semi. He lands on the semi, hooks the helicopter
Hooks it to the
semi.
semi.
And then Durant's like, "What did you do?" And then the fucking helicopter gets dragged down. And they're like, "Ah!" And they crash into like a bridge.
Yeah, like right as like it's going into a tunnel.
Yeah, it's going to like a tunnel.
Going into
Yeah.
a tunnel, and like Durant and them fucking fly straight into the top of the tunnel and explode.
And they meet
then,
their demise, including Durant, quote unquote.
quote unquote.
Yeah.
He sit there, he's like, "Yeah, burn in hell," as he fucking riding that shit, laughing.
Yeah.
And so now we get our final climactic battle.
With real bad guy, I guess. But
Yeah, like and we can. That's how you know we don't fuck with him, because we didn't even take the time to go look up what his actual name was.
Yeah, we don't know what.
No, we don't know it off the top of our
Like,
heads.
I
but
remember it. We just can't.
Dog, it starts with an S, and it's like
Stacks.
something. I'll look it up, man. You know, fuck.
But yeah, anyway, they get their final fight. We see Durant, which we should know at this point is Darkman, because we just seen Durant get blown the fuck up.
Yep.
And he's all like, "Well, you look like shit, Durant." That's like, "Son of a bitch took out my helicopter."
Yeah.
He's like a cockroach. You think he's dead, he pops up somewhere else. He's like, "I got a feeling he's gonna pop up right here pretty soon." Mm-hmm. And so they go up this construction site, this construction building, and basically they're on top of like the high rise with like nothing but like metal bars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that. And he's explaining, "Yeah, my dad used to take me here. I used to work these a long time ago
for $4.50 an hour."
We think
Dog.
He
Hey,
said for $4.50 an hour. I'm like,
no
$450
no
or
fucking way.
$4.50 an
No
hour?
fucking way. No fucking way.
I was like,
no.
construction people make money. So
I know
don't
they do, but like it's a kid
and
too.
a high rise. Oh yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But
But
anyway, moving on. He said something about, "Yeah, man, your kids." He's like,
your
something
kids.
about his kids. And Durant's like, "Oh, they do look up to me."
And he's like, Durant, you don't have any children. And he pulls out a gun.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, you know.
And they take off his mask. No, he takes off his mask. Mm-hmm. He's like, "Hey, you don't have any kids," and he just takes off his mask. And we see Westlake.
He's like, "Look at you, ew!"
He's
And
like, "Damn, you look ugly."
We get him fucking waxing poetic, but honestly, that's when we start getting like the fucking final bad guy.
Strack.
Yeah, Strack. We fucking get the bad guy. Like we get the bad guy fight and all that shit. And high key,
It's all right.
It's all right. Let's just power through it, because the cool one died. The good villain died.
Yeah, this is almost like the ending of Batman.
Yeah.
Where he's trying to catch up to Joker on the top, and random goons just keep pulling out of nowhere.
Just out of nowhere,
Yeah.
out of infinite space.
Yeah, he's trying to throw him down the goddamn tower.
And he's like,
same shit, damn near.
Damn near, man. And
Yeah.
he's like, you aren't gonna. It's like, then he finally got Strack.
Because he has like a nail gun
Yeah, he has a nail gun shooting him, and Strack pins him to the fucking
by his hand.
by his hand, and just kind of like, "Hey, I've been with Julie intimately, blah blah blah," and he's kind of like, "Oh my
She'll
god,
never be with a freak like you."
and
then
he fucking just
rage out one more time because he got called a freak.
rips his fucking hand off of the fucking thing, but his hand's fine.
Yeah.
Comes up, punches that motherfucker, and he falls off, but he kind of catches him. And he's looking at Durant. He's looking at Darkman, saying, "You won't let me drop. I know how you are.
It's like you wouldn't be able to live with yourself.
You wouldn't be able to live with himself." And he just looks at him, and he fucking just lets him drop. And he's
like, "I'm learning to live with a lot of things."
Yep. And part of me is like, in my head canon, when I hear him drop, I was like, "Yeah, but
a random trivia. This during this fight scene, oh boy, the actor, I forgot, Colin, whatever his name is.
Uh-huh.
He actually accidentally fell. Like, they weren't really up high, obviously.
Uh-huh.
It was all green screen, but they were on a decent height, and he fell, broke his femur.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Which is the strongest bone in your body, so he had to feel pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So so that happened. That's trivia. But yeah, other than that, he has a Tarzan swing and save Julie because she was hanging on something.
Yeah, she was hanging on something and falling off, and he swings and saves Julie. And
he's all like, "I just realized while I was creating all these masks and shit, he's like, I'm a monster now, and things that can't go back to the way they were."
Yeah, unfortunately. And she's like, "I just want everything to go back the way it was." Like, "I can't."
And he's like, "I can't." And he just walks away. And she's like, "Westlake or what the fuck is his first name? Because I keep forgetting, bro." Listen to me. I know she doesn't talk about his last name.
No, it's
Peyton. There you go.
She's like, "Pay."
He's like, Peyton's dead.
Oh, wait, Peyton's dead.
Or Peyton's gone, something like that.
No, you said Peyton's dead.
Did he say Peyton's dead?
He
Okay.
said Peyton's dead.
And he runs away, and as she's trying to catch up to him,
But he pulls out a fucking mask.
Yeah.
Throws that shit on. And then
chin first.
Chin
Wink, wink.
first.
He pulls out a
Yep.
mask, chin first.
he's like, just puts that shit on and just kind of like struggles to put it on and then walks down the way. And then
And
he's
she's just
like,
looking. She's just yelling.
grabbing
Peyton.
at people wearing dark coats, looking at him. He's like, yeah, look, no, that's not you. And then you hear his monologue. He's like, I am
The dark, some shit like that. I don't know.
Darkman.
I am darkness. I am the night.
I am Darkman.
No,
And-
it turns around as Sam Raimi. It's,
Jesus.
Bruce Campbell.
Just kind of young Bruce Campbell
Young
too.
Bruce Campbell, yeah,
Turning
yeah.
back like and just kind of like just fading into existence. And I'm like,
Yeah.
ah.
Which,
So-
if a sequel happened, he wanted Bruce Campbell to be in the sequel.
He should have been.
It should have been, since it was the last mask he put on.
But it technically
Instead,
there
we
is
get
a sequel.
there
but
is two sequels, and it's not Billy Zane.
No. Not Billy Zane.
It's the Mummy.
Our favorite, one of our favorite, one of our favorite actors, not Billy Zane himself.
Yeah,
But yeah, that was Darkman.
that was the darkest of men.
Yes. Till we get Darkest Man's 2s.
Yeah, Die Durant Dry, which we'll talk about one day.
Yeah, no, it's on The Return of Durant.
Oh, the Return of Durant.
And then Darkman 3 is
It's Die,
Die,
Darkman.
Darkman Die.
That has old boy as the villain. Fuck, what is that actor's name?
I cannot think of it whatsoever.
He's in Machete. I know that. He's that one actor.
Fuck.
He's in Machete. He's in like a lot of Robert Rodriguez movies.
Fuck.
He's in
Hold on.
He's in Planet Terror.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, but he's that guy. He's over the top as fuck in that movie. That's all I remember.
Jeff Fahey?
Yeah, that guy.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of crazy. Is he not Shocker?
He might. Oh no.
No.
yeah.
What am I thinking of that he's in? Jeff Fahey.
Lawnmower Man?
Yes, he's a lawnmower man. God damn it. Okay. That's what it was. I was like, he's in one of those 90s. Oh, God, we got to do lawnmower man.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that.
Just so we could be like, oh, boy, you're wrong about internet and
Everybody was wrong.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Okay. You know what we're not wrong on?
What up?
All right, man. We can't be wrong on this.
No.
But obviously, it's time. What was your favorite cinema villain moment?
Ooh, cinema villain moment with Durant.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of all his moments.
You want to just give me mine?
Yeah.
The beginning.
The beginning where he kills Eddie Black?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where he's like, because that stuck into my head, my brain. Like,
Yeah.
if I fucking remember Darkman, I remember him fucking cutting those fingers off.
Yeah. Mine is probably him killing, quote unquote, killing Westlake. That's probably that. The
Yeah, okay.
inciting is just same shit. You
Yeah.
just know he's established he's a badass,
Yep.
and he's just going on through it. Hey, Siri, I didn't say you.
Yes. Yes, I am not the only person
That's
ruining the
hilarious.
show.
That's hilarious.
Yes. Yes.
It was
High
gonna be
five,
like-
buddy. Yeah.
They're gonna be like, is his Siri British? Maybe.
Maybe.
Anyway.
Okay, so we got that. So let me know what now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to give our we here at Cinema Villains love to critique movies, but we also critique these villains the way we are. We judge them off of 3 categories. Those categories are the motive,
The motive.
the drip,
The drip.
and the threat level.
Threat level.
When we calculate these totals, we will assume by then if they are not just going to be allowed to come in the Villain Dome, but if they're going to be in the VIP section, or even rarely, are they what Jose likes to say, Hokage.
Yeah.
But that is only for special occasions. So let's go with Mr. Robert G. Durant. What did you give him for motive?
So what is his motive? He just wants to be rich. He's just a gangster.
Yeah, he's just a gangster.
It was a solid 3. I mean,
I gave him, I believe I did give him a 3. Either that or a 3.5. No, I gave him a 3.5.
because technically he's just a hired goon.
He's just a goon.
Yeah.
He's a little bit more than a goon. He's like working for, this is kind of what I'm saying, like you work
He's
for
the
big
underboss.
Yeah, he's like the big, he's head of his organization.
Mm-hmm.
He's head of his organization, but he also works for he also is doing shit for office, kind of like scratch my back, I scratch yours type
Yeah.
of shit. If Durant would have fucking killed Strack, I'd have been like, this is the greatest movie of all time.
Yeah.
But he didn't do that. So I gave him a 3.5.
Right.
Only because, it's just normal mob shit.
Yeah.
All right? He just wants to own shit, right? What about the drip?
The drip, I'll give him a 4. He has a solid gangster drip. Nothing too fancy, but just
I started to give him a 4. Mm-hmm. His haircut pissed me off, so it's down to 3.
You know what? 3.5. You're right. That haircut
was bad. I'm just like, bro, what?
Yeah,
I'm just like, that was so. Like the suit he's wearing, the cigars, the ring, it's there, but the rest of that shit was just no.
Right. Exactly.
But now for the threat level.
The threat level.
What you gave him?
Oh, he's a fucking 5.
Yeah, he's definitely a 5.
Like, he would murder you. There's no talking your way out of it.
So there's rarely a thing on the screen where he's not killing anyone.
Exactly.
Like, when he's on the screen, someone is, like, legitimately dying. Mm-hmm. Like, there's only been a couple of points. The only time that he was on screen and no one was dying was when he was in his house.
Yeah. And even then, in his house, he's polishing fingers.
He's polishing fingers of
the
people
fingers
he
of people he
fucking murdered.
murdered, yeah.
So, yeah,
he would
crazy.
kill them off, yeah.
And, shit. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, he's a 5.
Yeah, 5, definitely. All right. Is he getting the villain? Obviously getting the dome.
He's getting into the dome, yep.
He's getting VIP?
I think he does.
I think with this one and the work that was in The Return of Durant, definitely would qualify him to be in the fucking VIP.
Yeah, because
he's one of those.
He's a villain that stuck with me forever.
Yes,
ever since I've seen him as a little kid. Yeah,
especially that, and he that dude was just it wasn't scary.
No,
but he was definitely that was somebody you don't want to fuck with.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that's definitely with that, and that's all we got, man.
Yeah,
you got anything parting words for the lovely people?
No, thank you so much for sticking with us this kind of long episode, but it was a birthday episode, so forgive us for the long intro. And, but just like always, subscribe. If you're on iTunes, please give us that 5-star rating to help spread our villainy word.
Yep.
Our villainy gospel everywhere.
Yep. And follow us on the Twitters at cinema_villains and also on Instagram at cinema_villains.
From there, you can find our link tree to all our places.
Yep, all our places, our main site, our merch site, anything you want, you get right there. We're there for you guys, and we're gonna keep doing this, man. With spooky season is coming.
Oh, that's right.
And we gonna be here, baby. We got all that shit for you. All right.
That's right.
All right. For the lovely Jose, I have been Shaggy Black. This has been Cinema Villains. You guys stay happy, healthy, love yourselves. Thank you.
Be
love
safe.
you. Good night.
Peace.
Bye.
Now, let's consider my points. One by one. 1. I try not to let my anger get the better of me. 2. I don't always succeed. 3. I've got 7 more points.